It's me, Goldman.
Hello and welcome to Core, the video game podcast that we do so that you can't. Is that right? Is that our new? That's our new thing, our new slogan, John. Did I get it right?
I have seen the amount of video game podcasts out there. I don't think that slogan lines up.
Yeah, that's a good point. There are a lot of them, but this one is ours. All right. This one is special. You're here for it. That was John Jagger. I'm Scott Johnson. There's Beau Schwartz over there. Hello, Beau.
Hello.
We're off a week of holding down the fart while John was out having a good time.
Yeah,
you know? It was fun. We had a good time. Yeah, we missed you though. We always miss when one of us is gone.
I missed you guys too.
Yeah,
we talked about some shit.
Yeah,
and,
we went through it. Covered it, made it real here on the.
Totally kept to our bargain. Not to talk about any more AI headlines.
Yeah, absolutely. The DLSS 5 stuff, just a blip on the radar. Hardly talked about it.
Talked about it at all.
No. You know what's funny? I thought, because usually when we have something that's AI adjacent or whatever, or even directly, we usually get complaints, and I didn't see any this time. No emails, no nothing, no complaints. So I don't know if it's just
easy. It was an easy one to be on the right side of.
I was gonna say DLSS 5. I think is one of those where it feels like there's a large margin on one side versus the other. I think you get into some nuance with some of the other stuff, but I think a lot of people looked at that and went, no, not for me.
Yeah, even the ones that are usually like, I don't want to talk about anything to do with AI, they seem to be not bothered. Or they left. I don't know. Maybe that happened.
It was a worthy target. It was a bad presentation. The DLSS 5, everyone felt pretty much unanimously about it. So.
Yeah, everybody but Jensen Hung, or what was his name?
Even he got interviewed and was like, look, I don't like it. Like, even he walked it back a little bit.
Did he? I missed that. I thought he was trying to defend it.
He did defend it. It was a light step back with another big step forward, right? It's like, look, I hate AI slop as much as the next CEO, but I think this is above that, and this is just the start of things. It was that kind of quote.
Oh, and did you find it? I don't know. Where is this written somewhere? Is this an interview that was like a mainstreamy thing or something somewhere? I want to find it.
He did a 3-hour interview on Lex Friedman. Yeah. What a guest to follow up. What's his face? Jeff Kaplan.
Jeff Kaplan, yeah.
We had the Kaplan interview, and now we got a 3-hour.
Well, I didn't see this interview. I started watching the Jeff Kaplan interview. That's what I did. I'm going to just be operating a week behind.
Interview is a generous term. It's like a 5-hour live stream of Jeff Kaplan if he knew how to operate his own YouTube channel. But I started watching the Jensen Huang because of the headline. I was like, oh, let's see, and it was just so boring. It was about all he hires good people and shit.
Yeah, it's never that interesting. But I thought Kaplan's was super interesting. A note on that front, I have reached out to Kaplan's new company's PR department and also some back roads to see if I can get an interview with him. And here's going to be the cool part about that interview. We're not going to rehash all these Blizzard stories. Tell us about the time or what happened with Overwatch. I'm not going to do any of that. That's been talked to death. 5 hours, the Friedman is enough for anybody to have to go through to do nothing but just talk about the old days, why you left, how it was bad, why it's good, blah, blah, blah. Instead, I just want to focus on that new game he's making. Where's his head at?
EverQuest. 5 hours of EverQuest.
Yeah, 5 hours. All the Tiggle Biddies era of his life.
I mean, that might be okay. He seemed pretty into that topic of conversation.
Yeah, he seemed all right with it.
He plays them, so I think he'd be happy to talk about the games he enjoys playing.
Oh, 100%. I just don't want to rehash all of the Blizzard stuff again because what's the point? Everyone else is doing the same thing. I would rather let him, now tell us what's next. What are you working on now? Why do you think this is different than your average survival like? Why is it set in the Old West? Like, I got all kinds of...
How do they come up with the name for their company?
Yeah.
Zumagawa or something like that.
It sounds like a unused Overwatch yell that somebody would make for.
You're not right, actually.
You know what I mean? Like an alternate.
What's it called? The Legend of California. Yeah, the Legend of California.
Yeah, but the company name sounds like Hanzo.
Yeah. I'm not hating on it. I think it's a cool name. It's just seems.
It's like a Hanzo thing that you got out of loot box, Hanzo yell. That's what it reminds me of. But see, I want to ask him questions like that.
Japanese, like it's probably actually literally I could throw it in like translate maybe.
Yeah, it probably is. I assume it's probably got some meaning and all that. But these are the things nobody's asking him right now. They're all just going. So what was Mike Morhaime like in 2003? It's like, all right. Let's move from that and let's talk about this other stuff. That's my way in, is what I'm saying. That's what I've asked for, or what I presented myself as. So we'll see how it goes.
Kintsugi-yama actually translates into Kintsugi Mountain, which makes sense. I guess Yama means mountain.
Is that a place?
Well, I'm gonna look it up.
Is Toriyama, Dragon Quest Toriyama, is he a mountain? I'm sorry, was he a mountain?
Kintsugi Mountain primarily refers to an artistic, thematic, or metaphorical interpretations of Japanese golden repair philosophy applied to landscapes.
Oh.
It often signifies finding beauty in brokenness or imperfection. So see, there is a meaning to it. It's as suspected that they did it with they named their company with some thoughtfulness.
Sure.
Probably reflects how they're approaching the Legend of California, if I had to guess.
Yeah. That's what I want to find out. So that's the goal.
He did spend a bit of time talking about that game and saying like they actually used a lot of, I don't remember the painter's name, but there's a specific painter who did a lot of landscapes of California and just the West, like a old-timey painter, maybe like 18th, 19th century. And they based like their looks of their vistas on those paintings, so
that's cool.
There's some intentionality with respect to, I think, how the game looks, and obviously the name seems to reference that too. And I'm sure it'll look even better with Jensen Huang's DLSS 5 making those put lipstick on all the trees. Yep. It's going to be amazing.
The trees are going to look yassified. The horses are going to be sexy as hell. I'm stoked. Yep. Bring it on.
All the Native Americans you're slaughtering are going to look extra handsome.
Yep.
Yep.
Actually, that's the more questions I want to ask him, like how hard are you going?
Are they handling the sensitive topics?
Yeah. Yeah. Are you going to go hard on those sorts of things? Are you going to go with the tropes? Are you going to do something new and different? Like, I have a lot of questions. So
because it is a historical, right? So they can just have fun with it.
Yeah. Plus they're treating California like an island or something. Isn't that the deal?
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like a fantasy island. So, they can sidestep all the Red Dead Redemption stuff, I guess,
yeah. Thematically, they just don't have to do the historical accuracy stuff, but they can thematically match it,
Yeah, there won't, we'll, what was the big diseases of then? Will like smallpox be a thing? Just,
Smallpox, the lungers had, what was it? Tuberculosis.
Oh yeah, the TB.
TB, gone now.
Guy be like, my TB's acting up today.
Yeah.
Take some alcohol.
They all moved to Arizona for drier climes. That's how that worked. If I've seen any Westerns, they've all taught me that.
No.
Anyway, I'll let people know when that happens. Should happen. I hope it happens. And also some big news about next Tuesday will be the beginning of the series until it's finished, until credits roll.
So you're interviewing, by the way. Oh.
Well, yeah, I'm trying. It's in their hands now. They have to come.
Yeah, come on, Jeff. Come on the show. Let's go.
Yeah, get it done.
Come talk to us. We're big fans.
Me and John are playing Resident Evil Requiem starting next Tuesday at 12 p.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Mountain. That's our first 2-hour session. We will play till we're done. Play till it's finished. So get on board, come watch live, or we will be putting the entire archive up on YouTube right after each episode.
When you say play till it's finished, you don't mean that day. You mean like over multiple sessions.
Yeah, over just as long as it takes, whatever it means, however many. I mean, if we do it every Tuesday, we're going to do it weekly as the cadence. And John has been through the game like 8 times now, so he'll know exactly where to.
He'll know exactly what not to tell you.
Yep. And when. Yeah. I'm looking forward to that. Going to get all freaked out. I mean, naturally, that's going to happen anyway, but I've been through this before where John knew exactly what was around a corner, like in Village or something. No. And he just go that way. You'll be fine. You just avoid the whatever. And he knew exactly there was some horrible, giant, gelatinous nightmare around the corner. I'm totally fine with this, though. This is what we've signed up for.
Yeah, he's like it's like 2 roles. Like you have a role of like companion, like a guide. He's a Sherpa.
Sure,
right?
Sherpa. There you go.
But also he's, producer of a reality TV show. He's got to make sure the content is good.
Yeah. You know what? Resident Sherpa has a nice sound to it.
Resident Sherpa.
Yeah. But in Japan, you'd be Bio Sherpa. No.
Bio Sherpa.
Resident
That's
Biohazard.
cool.
Yeah, Bio Sherpa is what you'd be over there.
Sherpa Hazard.
Sherpa Hazard. If I was a Sherpa, I would fake like I'm leaving weenie boys in the mountain all the time. I feel like it'd be too tempting because you know everything. You can live on like 2 peanuts for 4 days. You can wear a giant pack and run up and down a hill, and you're fine. But you bring these weenies from Pennsylvania who want to pretend like they're climbing Everest. It'd be fun right in the middle of it to go, I forgot I have something. I'm leaving, and whatever accent that is, and then I'd leave. And then the guy would be like, no, wait, my Sherpa. And then I'd come back and say, just kidding. You don't pay me enough or whatever. I would have some fun as a Sherpa is what I'm getting at.
I thought you meant, when you said that, I was sort of thinking you meant like leave hot dogs.
Why? Wait, where did you get hot dogs getting left around?
I don't know why. It's something about the way you said it, that you leave like wieners along the path.
Because they call them weenies. All right, I get it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad we found it because I also pictured hot dogs and I was freaking out a little bit. I was like, why did Beau and I both picture hot dogs?
No one says weenie enough when talking about other people, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Said I'm gonna leave. I just felt like
I'm gonna leave these weenies here and freak them out. Okay.
Like before the trip, you go ahead and leave wieners in the bush and be like, I'm gonna show you this ancient shrine near the forest path, and like leave like there's like a wiener on top of like the Buddha monk's statue's head or something like that.
I like it.
And just not say anything, but just look at it, like John does in Resident Evil,
Yeah, no, exactly. He's not.
Let's go this way. Oh, what's that? And just look at
My
people.
My job is not to prevent Scott from getting scared. My job is to make sure Scott continues after getting scared as much as possible.
Yep, and I'm loaded. I'm locked and loaded with the shit potatoes and the Mark Knopfler's penis or whatever yell thing I got to yell. What was the one that everyone gets? Mark
Knopfler?
Yeah, I yelled out. You don't know Mark Knopfler? He's the lead singer for Dire Straits. The band.
Okay.
Don't ask me why it came out one day. I didn't plan it.
That's probably knowledge that got pushed out when some other shit got put in.
Probably the marble, or the marbles in the tube, like we talked about a couple weeks ago. But what was the one, John?
Shit on me.
Oh, shit on me.
Yelling shit on me
over and over
again.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm going to try to keep that one at bay if I can.
That's a classic. That's like Donald Duck not getting angry or something like that.
He was born angry. Well, anyway, next Tuesday, and it's up on the schedule on the site, frogpants.com/schedule. So if you have any confusion, you can go look at the upcoming calendar and find all the dates and the times. But again, for those listening very carefully, 1 p.m. Mountain Time next Tuesday. Be there at frogpants.tv. All right. Let's get to some game news. We're going to talk about the games of April 2027. I can't believe we're already here again, but also I can't believe Nerdtacular's in 3 months. I'm about to lose my mind. Anyway, hey, let's talk about April's. It is scary. April's video games. There are a number of them, and some I think are bigger deals than others. Let's start with, I think, maybe the obvious one. Maybe I'm wrong, but Pragmata feels like the one that everybody's kind of got their eye on. I know John loved it. Beau liked the demo. Or you both? I guess both demos.
Demo seemed cool. Like I don't. Again, I would not off of trailers gone. Yeah, Pragmata. Heck yeah.
Oh, it's a bit concerning looking. Even you're like, what is with this weirdo?
Yeah, carrying this girl around like a backpack. What are we doing? But there's more to it than that.
But I played it, and playing it, I was like, this game's pretty cool. I kind of like this game. I kind of want to see what else this game has to offer.
I don't have the email handy, but somebody asked me to ask you, or either of you, since you both played it, but what would you describe the shooting like? Is it like cover shooty, just Dead Space type? Okay.
It plays like Dead Space, but it's not a scary game. It's a robots and little girl on your back game.
Yeah.
It's like, the shooting is like Dead Space. It's very limited weapon like slots and whatnot. Mm-hmm. But the other part of it is that all the enemies, like if you shoot one of the robots just on its own, like it does no damage, like nothing at all. The idea is that the little girl riding on your back she can hack the enemies, and when she hacks them, she causes all their armor plating to open up, and then when you shoot them, it does a lot of damage. But you have to do this little like mini game to hack them, and you can, depending on how you play the mini game, there are, you know, traps and pitfalls, but there are also little boosts and bonuses that you can get from how you do it. So you're playing this little mini game while playing an action game, while playing a shooting game, all kind of at the same time. And it makes for what would otherwise probably be kind of just, you know, like Beau said, Dead Space style combat. But it makes it feel a little different and feel a little more engaging in places. And I can see areas where they're going to make that, you know, potentially more compelling or interesting to do. So I think it has a lot of potential. We'll see. You know, certainly there have been demos I have played where it's been like, oh, that all the good was in the demo, but I'm interested for sure.
At the very least, it's nice to see a game that isn't like much else out there. It seems very new. You know, we can point to Dead Space and other little mechanics and say, oh, that's sort of got inspiration from that. But guy walking around with a girl backpack is an odd idea. And we're always asking for new ideas coming out of the games business. So I say Capcom.
Yeah, I played the demo, and you know, I found it enjoyable. It was, you know, it was not.
Can you throw the girl at anything, or she just okay?
No, I said it was enjoyable, not awesome.
You didn't say game of the year potential. You just said good. Yeah, I got you.
If you could chuck the girl and she does like super badass moves, I mean, yeah, that's just they don't have a visionary on the team. But still.
Nope, they need you.
It still looks pretty good, you know. Like, still, I feel like it has a high bar in terms of quality and stuff. You know,
for enjoyers of boomer shooters, we're finally getting Mouse PI for hire. This has been talked about forever and shown off a bunch of times. It's like old timey cartoon style, first person shooter, super bloody. Really adheres to that like Cuphead aesthetic. You know, think old Popeye and you know Betty Boop cartoons, that kind of 20s, 30s. Motif. I feel like we've heard about this 100 years ago and it's finally coming out. So this is one that's on my radar in particular. It looks really cool. I just love how this looks. So anyway, that's another one. Let's see.
Put a lot of work into that. I think I watched a little video from behind the scenes, some sort of marketing.
Mm-hmm.
And it seemed like it's just not just like, you know, we did this basic thing. It seems like pretty big.
Yeah.
To do.
If you are a fan of Housemarque or Sony, then good news. Sorry, go ahead.
What was that game called? Sorry.
The Mouse. Sorry, the Mouse.
It's Mouse PI for hire.
Mouse PI for hire. There you go.
I don't know if I'm going to play it, but I'm going to wishlist it. I like a shooter, and maybe it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
The roughest thing is it's black and white, but in this case, it might make an exception because
it's
of what
motif.
It's based on.
Sure.
Well, it's from an era. Like I understandably they wouldn't do color if they're you know.
I mean, they could have, but it would have looked like a later generation of that stuff. I think they're going for the noir thing here. So I don't know.
I don't know. I'm curious. Let's just say I'm mouse curious.
Mouse curious. House of Mouse. Let's see. Saros coming. Saros. Not sure if I've ever said it right, but this is the game where a guy with a beard blows. Just kidding. He's not blowing anything. This is Housemarque, which means
that's a purely visual joke for people that could see what you were looking at the time that you said that.
That's right. It's like Returnal. In fact, it feels like it's straight sequeled. It's not, but it's like that game. Lots of bullet hell, third person action. Housemarque's traditional action stuff, and this may be Sony's biggest game for the next 6 months or something. They don't have a lot on the docket that's like big first party exclusives, and this is an exclusive, and probably will be forever because unlike Returnal, this is not going to come to PC under the new policy. So,
at least as it currently stands.
Yeah,
there's been a lot of previews of this game going around recently, and people say, you know, feels like a natural evolution of Returnal in a really good way. So sounds like it could be pretty awesome.
Yeah, I'm tempted. I liked Returnal a lot. I played it when I had PlayStation Plus, one of them levels, and it was good. So I don't know that I'd run right out and buy this, but I am curious about it.
I might use this as the opportunity to play Returnal, which I do own but have never played. So I'll go, oh man, I'm missing out. I'll play the game that it's based on. I'll just be a generation behind.
I did that today. I did that exact thing today.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'll get to it when we talked about what we played, but I 100% did the thing you just described Different game.
Oh, I know what it is.
Yeah. I just if it's the exact same thing. But anyway, we'll talk about that later. Don't want to give too much away. What else? We got Invincible versus. How we feel about this?
I mean, it's a fighting game, so you gotta be excited about fighting games, but it's a bloody fighting game, and based on the Invincible series. So if you're into that, seems pretty cool.
Yeah, got to be bloody, right? Because it wouldn't be fun if it wasn't bloody.
I mean, I feel like it wouldn't be Invincible if it wasn't bloody.
You get to fight your dad.
Yep.
And others
and other characters.
I haven't read it in a long time. I have the hardbound, like big coffee book table edition of the whole first 3 sets or whatever, and I've forgotten almost everything, and I don't know why. It's not that it wasn't like it was forgettable. I just marbles go in, marbles go out.
I really liked Invincible. I really did. I don't know why I never got into the show, because I liked the comic book so much, but I don't know. Maybe when it's done, because it is a little hard to be part of the zeitgeist of the show when you know where all it's going. So you watch that first season and people are just like, can you believe what's going on with Invincible's dad? And it's like, meanwhile, I'm reading how the series ends, because I feel like it lined up in that way where the series was ending right as the show was starting. And it was like, yeah, it's pretty crazy. Well, you wouldn't believe where it goes from there. Get ready.
It does also seem a little odd that there's a fighting game around Invincible that is a fairly decently sized release that I don't know too many people that were like asking for this. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not like this is a Marvel property or something that has, I don't know, longer tendrils. It's kind of still, even though, Invincible's certainly bigger than most like Image things, it's still kind of niche in a way. So I don't know who this is for fan wise. I guess it's for Invincible fans, but
I think it's for Invincible fans and fighting game fans.
I guess so.
Which is 2 niche categories that might overlap, but I feel like, if you're a fighting game fan, maybe you're just excited for another good fighting game, because there aren't a ton of them coming out all the time. And if you're an Invincible fan, you're certainly not getting an Invincible game all the time. So, I feel like that might be a full Venn diagram of people interested in the game.
They get that sweet gotcha game on your phone. I got that. So that's cool. Real good stuff, that game. Here's one I'm excited about. Outbound. It is a cozy open world exploration game set in a utopian near future. And basically, I love games like this where you drive around, you see new places, you pick up hints and clues, you do stuff while you're in those places. Here he is fixing something. Looks like he was, well, look at this. His van opens. Now you got van life going.
Just hashtag van life.
Yep, some van life. Looks like some collection and make stuff. What's the word we use for that? Crafting is the word I meant.
Crafting. It's a make stuff game.
Yeah, that genre everyone brings up all the time, the make stuff genre. I don't know why this one has my attention though. So it's very much a me thing, but I'm looking forward to seeing if that game is good. It's got a nice art style. Beau and John, how likely are either of you to play He-Man and the Masters of the Universe Dragon Pearl of Destruction, side-scrolling beat 'em up from our folks that did the TMNT revival and all that business? What do you think of that?
I think it looks cool, but I don't know. I don't know if it'll fit in. That's one to throw on the wish list, and maybe sometime, maybe not.
Yeah, not really. I'm not the biggest He-Man fan, so it's.
I worry about the people who are the biggest He-Man fans. I think if you're really, truly a huge He-Man fan, you should be on the list.
What does that say about you?
You'd be so happy, though. There's a nice live-action movie coming.
Yeah, actually, I think that trailer looks all right. I'm going to just say it.
I thought it looked all right, too. And then, like most people, I was like, but who is playing Skeletor? And then I went, oh.
Yeah, why? But he gets hired for the weirdest shit, I tell you. It's
Jared Leto.
Jared Leto, thank you. And that's fine. Like,
well, they probably don't want to hire him, and then he climbs a wall, and they're like, "Oh shit, we gotta hire this guy."
He's in my office right now. How do I get him to leave? Just give him the job.
We've got our Skeletor. Get the news. Get the press on it.
I mean, they really missed casting him as Spider-Man. He literally is Spider-Man.
Yeah, he's the actual Spider-Man. That new trailer's cool too. I liked it.
Yeah,
I thought it looked awesome.
What's it called? On Our Way Back, or We're Going Again? Here we go.
New beginnings.
New beginnings. Like no, right?
Not quite.
nope.
New start. We're getting going again.
Brand new day.
Brand new day. There it is.
Yeah. But it's like a new trilogy, I think. So it's
Yeah.
They're giving it the start name. But like I haven't really been stoked for any Marvel movies in a while, but this one actually I kind of am. So
Yeah, this and I am interested in Doomsday, but it's a ways off. I'm mostly interested to see if they can.
Oh yeah, but the Avengers movies are always 5,000 years in the future, and I ignore them until they're actually.
It's true, but it's this year though, right? It comes out this fall, I think.
Is it this year?
Yeah, I think so.
I've ignored it because I'm like, who knows? They take a while, that's fine. But
they honestly, I'm hyper focused on Dune Part 3, really for me, and then anything else is a bonus. If that was the only movie coming this year, I'd be stoked regardless. So,
yeah, December 2026. That'll be fun Christmas season.
Yeah, hell yeah. I can't wait.
It's the Russo brothers coming back, so it should be a quality movie.
I hope so. The thing they did in the meantime sucked. That deal on Netflix.
They did something
Electric State. Did you see that?
No.
Utter trash. It was really bad. And it cost way too much money. The effects budget was out of control.
But was it a Netflix production?
It was. It was a Netflix original. Premiered
I don't think
there.
Netflix has done anything good in a long time. To be honest,
I don't know if that's true. They got
a
some good stuff
Netflix original that was good.
Yeah,
that wasn't just something they bought and added to their library and put their name on it.
I mean, they all kind of do that, but
they started off for a hot minute being awesome, but now it's like when I hear Netflix made a thing, I'm like.
Like Train Dreams, it was up for Best Picture this year. Really good movie. What else? There's stuff. Peaky Blinders movies coming there this weekend, I think.
Somebody slapped their name on. I wouldn't give them credit for that.
That's a good point. But I mean, isn't that always true? Like if you really liked.
It's fine. I'm not critiquing it. I'm just saying, when it's a Netflix is super involved in it, I'm like, oh, it's gonna, be canceled in season 1. It's gonna be kind of ass.
It's like if you were friends. If you're fans of Friends in the '90s, you weren't a fan of a NBC show. You were a fan of a Fox produced show that just aired on NBC. I think everybody's got their hands in all each other's pockets anyway. So if they get something good, of course Netflix wants to take all the credit for it.
They don't do anything good. I don't want make anyone feel defensive about Netflix. I just mean I don't. When something's on HBO, you're kind of like, oh, they might have put a lot of effort into this or a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel that way when someone's like, oh, Netflix made it. I'm like, yeah. It could be good, but it's not shocking. At least in this Russo equation, I'd be, you might be like the Russos made a real stinker, but with Netflix involved, I'm just kind of like,
yeah,
they might not have been a good partner to work with. It's
but they got the what do you call it? The
to hire writers in bad ways. And shit.
Demon Hunter Lady Girl thing that was good. They did.
I'm not saying they don't do anything good. I'm just
I know what you're saying.
They're probably not that good. I'm not thinking of them as a quality house,
Right. You don't look at them in the same way you do HBO or some other,
Yeah, or HBO or A24 always has a certain type of movie. It's kind of reliably the kind of movie that it is, right?
Yeah,
but
that's
I'm
true.
Looking at Warner Brothers going it could be good. Maybe it's good. Maybe it's not. Well, it's not a name that's convincing me of anything.
But see, Warner Brothers owns HBO, so it's a big twisted thing. The whole thing's twisted. Everybody owns everybody.
If they slap the quality name on it, then my bias is going to come out. Maybe it's
I see. Yeah.
We're just talking about it in terms of the Russos, where I'm just I like the Russos quite a bit, and if they did something crappy, okay, maybe.
I'm just heading these Netflix stands off at the pass. That's all.
But I'm also oh, the Russos did something with Netflix. If it's bad, it's probably because Netflix fucked it up, not because the Russos did. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Well, it could be. I don't know. Either way, that movie was such a disappointment. Looked pretty, though.
There's been stories like that before where certain, filmmakers, certain groups just don't work well with certain production houses and somebody, I'm trying to think of an example, but somebody you might like works with a group and then turns in something not so great. It's like, that's made up, but that would be my guess. Where I'm just like, I'm still looking forward to Doomsday. I'm not like, oh, they made Electric State. Look at Doomsday, it's going to be terrible. I'm like, oh, they're back in a place that like they work well.
That's actually a fair point.
Yeah,
this is their zone. And community episodes, these are where they shine the most.
Yeah, well, that's 90% of my bias towards them is community.
Sure, and the work they did on Arrested Development was also very good. Such a weird jump for them, though. I'll tell you what.
They've done a lot of good. I think they've done more good things, with their work than bad. So.
I'll tell you what. Directors went up, and dual directors went up in stock for me after seeing Project Hail Mary. I think Lord and what's his name, Chris or Philip Lord and Chris, whatever the hell their two names are. Anyway, the guys that made the Lego Movie did this new one, and
Lord and Miller.
Yeah, Lord and Miller. That movie is so freaking good that now I just kind of want them to keep going and never stop making great sci-fi adaptations, because that movie's fan-freaking-tastic. I loved it. So good. I bet John didn't have time because you were in the state of California.
Although my parents also were, and they went and saw it, but they went and saw it yesterday.
Well, don't wait on that one. See it in the theater. It's fantastic. I loved that movie. It was the feel-good hit of the spring, and deserves all the accolades it's getting. All right, let's move on to Replaced. I don't remember what Replaced is. Isn't this some ancient
side-scrolling?
Just look at the art.
Oh, that's why.
What you need to know. Just look at the art.
Taking them too long. I remember when this first got announced, I was like, "That's a day one," and then I've forgotten what the hell it's called. But this is finally coming out.
Your day one is approaching.
Oh, what day is this? Hold on. That's on
14th. 2 weeks, maybe.
2 weeks.
Ooh, 3 weeks.
That's the one I have to get.
I hope the game's good, but if it's not, I'll at least enjoy looking at screenshots of it very much.
Beautiful. Oh, man. Can't wait for that. I hope it's good. If it's not good, that'll be bad. The Diablo IV, Lord of Hatred, technically, Beau and I already own it. Because we pre-ordered, but that's finally hitting on the day of
26th,
toward the end of the month. Yeah.
Spoilers, I own it too.
Oh, you pre-ordered as well.
Oh, are you going to play Diablo 4?
I didn't know that.
Sort of. It was on sale during the Steam sale.
Yeah.
Not a great deal, not like a massive one, but like I'm constantly uninstalling the Battle.net client, so I was just like, it'd be nice to have this game on Steam, because I don't have Battle.net installed very often. And it was like, for the price of like one game, I could get all 3 expansions and have them, both expansions in the base game on Steam for the cost of the game. And I was like, I'll do that. That seems fine.
Oh, that's cool.
So
it's fun. Diablo's, it's getting in a good state. It's the best version of Diablo 3 yet.
I will give you, because I'm not going to talk about it in what I played. I tried to play it last night, and this is an exact copy of a Beau story. I'm sorry I went through the exact same thing as Beau, and so here it is. I logged in. It threw a bunch of junk at me where it was like, check out this. Here's what's changed this season. Here's this. So I was clicking through menus, and then it was like, hey, you've got free items in the store that you can go get right now, and it's free. And I was like, well, I'm logged in. I don't log in very much. I might as well go get my free items. So I went to the store and I got the free items, and then I got so depressed just looking at the store, I just turned off the game and I didn't play it.
Depressed again at the high quality
not really
skins.
Depressed, but just like, what is this? Just what am I doing? It takes so long to redeem even just like a free thing that I was just spending a bunch of time in the store, and then I went, I just not like, by the time I was done, I wasn't like, I'm sad at the state of Diablo. The feeling was just, I don't think I want to play right now. It wasn't a moral stance or anything. It was just like, by the time I was done with it, I was done with it. I was like, I don't want to play Diablo right now.
Yeah.
That is something that's like such an embarrassment on the Diablo 4 front, is just like the instances where there's still like when you change zones, there's rubber banding. I'm like, this game's been out for a while now. Can we fix that problem? Like,
oh, you still get that? I haven't had that in a while, but
I still get it. Maybe they don't care about Canada servers. I don't know, but it's awful. and then the shop is not like zippity zap. You know, for a place that wants to extract money, they really give you time to like pull out. You know, with the way things load. Like every time you go to the shop, the lady's like, "Let's see what we have," and I'm like, "Do I have to watch this for the 800th time? Like, just load the shit. Like, just give me your store." It's in a menu, so it's not like I feel like it's integrated with the video game seamlessly, anyways. But now that I got the Doom skin. I don't need to buy anything else. Like I'm all,
You're good for the year, really.
I mean, I bought the bundle, so every class is going to have Doom shit. And I got that's why I've been playing the season, because the weapon skins are like part of the season. So I'm like, I really need the weapon skins too. Now I'm like, it's unfortunate that you can't kick cool shit from the video game, but I put it behind me now. I ponied up and I like the Doom gear. So
now. We haven't gone through the entirety of this list. However, we've saved what we probably should call the best for last, I think. And that is Vampire Crawlers. This is that spin-out card battle thing. Beau played it extensively in demo form. Everything Beau said had me so freaking amped for this. I didn't play the demo, but I'm ready for this retail product. So how fast can this get in my hands? What's the date?
Wait, when is it? 21? Yeah, it's going to be a long 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3 weeks and 4 days. Yeah.
I can't even find it on this list for some reason, but where the hell is it? Which row is it? Oh, I don't see it. Anyway.
It's not, so there's some stuff missing on that list.
Yeah.
But there was the only one that really jumped out again was Vampire Crawlers, because that's arguably the biggest release of on this list.
Man, look how far you've come though. Like when John was first singing the praises of Vampire Survivors, we gave, in particular, you gave him more shit.
There's more buttons to press in this game.
I know, but still, like the legacy of it, the vibe of it. I just
don't like that I have a hand free to do nothing with.
You could find something to do with your hand.
Yeah.
I don't want to play that game.
You get second screen experience.
I just like having another. I just need something. I like my video games two-handed for the most part.
Sure, I get it. You like a good two-handed video game.
Firm grip.
Yeah, this is awesome. This is
gonna give me one button, to press with some regularity, and
yeah.
I guess like I play card games, which are technically one-handed games, but there's like lots of things to touch.
Yeah, there are, man.
Yeah, I can fan my cards. I can press this and that. Actually, no, crawlers you have to move around the map, so you do end up engaging both hands too, which is a leg up over Slay the Spire. Yeah, but
that's true. Yeah, let's let it Spire.
I mean, this isn't the world's most complicated card game. It's pretty straightforward, but what makes it fun is the pace. You're not sitting around for hours doing the most basic shit. You just like fling the cards as fast as humanly possible, while still doing them in the right order, so that your brain is engaged in like assessing. But that's where like the pleasure comes in, where it's like it matters what you're playing, but you have to do it fast. You want to do it fast. You don't have to, and it has all the good parts about those games is the progression and roguelike elements. They are fun. I will give the survivors likes that. Yeah. I need my hand to do something else. So.
Right. Right. I'm with you.
I want to aim or something. I want to press a button, and
I think this is a fine idea, what you've said. Yeah. I just think this game's coming out too late and they should hurry up, because I want to play it right now. That's what I know.
Me too.
Also, it looks like everything's getting it. So if you are on Switch, PC, PlayStation, or Xbox, you got it, baby.
Or if you're on a 20-year-old computer, I'm sure it'll run fine.
Yeah.
Be good to go.
Yep.
There is one more game that I feel like we need to mention.
I've got one more too, but let's...
Sure, go ahead. Go ahead, John. What do you got?
Well, let's not forget that the iconic, the story of all ages, the instant classic Tamagotchi Life Living the Dream comes out this month.
That's right. Nintendo's got another banger coming. Is what was his name?
Hugh Morris.
Is Hugh Morris in this, or he's staying, right? He's still in.
That face. Oh my god!
I know I hate that look of the me look, the me faces. I freaking hate it.
I have never gone from what are we doing to do I need this faster than watching the direct based on this video game?
You like this, right?
I don't know. I don't know if I like it or not. I genuinely can't tell. It's like when you smell something that's a little rough, but you're like, I'm going to smell it again.
Yeah.
Like, I just keep wanting more Tamagotchi life in my life, and I don't know when I'm going to go, well, that's too much.
Yeah. This thing's got... Oh my gosh, what is this giant woman?
I don't know.
Sorry, I didn't expect that. I didn't see that coming. That was really weird.
I know, because they did a fun perspective thing. I think that was a dream she had about that girl behind her.
And I think this guy's in a hot dog suit or something.
Yeah, what's going on with them? We'll find out. You got to play to find out.
Yep. And who doesn't want to? Nobody, apparently.
I don't know. I don't know. I kind of want this game.
Yeah, I'm very curious about it, but I gotta wait for reviews. But good call. This is a big one. It's coming out soon. Beau, what was yours on the list? You had one you wanted to.
Masters of Albion comes out this month. I'm probably into early access, but that's the Peter Molyneux God game.
Oh yeah. Do we trust him this time though? Is he gonna get it right?
I don't know. It sounds like they want to get it right. I think you can get into the game now somehow, but it seems like they want to make something special out of this. So,
And we're back to God game, top down.
It looks like God game. It looks like Fable, but they didn't, without having to license anything. It's just that style of fantasy.
Yeah.
But it's top down. You build a town, and, the people, I guess, go, oh, my butt's itchy.
Oh, and it's got the hand like in black and white.
Yeah, black and white hand. Huh?
Yeah.
No, this looks like it could be good. Like the photos, the video I saw, it's like, oh man, this looks really interesting. I hope it's good. I've wishlisted it, so I'm
that thing's
probably gonna check it out.
There's a bird. Look at that hand. It's in the shape of a bird. It's throwing the bird.
Yeah, well,
that little red hand.
It's red. It's like an evil hand.
Evil red hand flipping you off. All right. Well, I'm in. Game of the year.
Do they have a group of sailors that sing? Oh, we got this notion that we quite like to sail the oceans, and we're building a big
probably
here for good.
That's DLC. You have to get.
I mean, he's taking notes right now, listening, and be like, oh, okay.
Yeah, he's going oi or whatever he would say. Yeah, this is he has said out loud that he thinks this is the last thing he'll ever make. So, maybe this is his big opus. Maybe this is it. I don't know. Peter Molyneux. It'll be his new name.
Yeah. Molyneux.
Yeah.
Got him.
I have one other thing to mention. I don't know if you guys saw this or not. It's a game called Samson.
Oh, yeah, I saw it. I don't know a thing about Samson.
Is that
the thing that stood out
simulator?
to me was that the developer and publisher is called Liquid Swords, which is the name of a legendary Wu-Tang album by the Jizza. And that was the thing that stood out to me. It was just
this is that hardcore looking GTA fight and kick each other's ass game.
Yeah, it's a British drug dealer.
That's right. You know what? I kind of did have an eye on this when they first announced it, and I forgot. Yeah, look at this fighting. Watch this.
Yeah, like it looked like, like this is definitely like no one's heard of it. It's kind of indie. There's, trailers going around, but could low key be like a really big title because, it's a crime game set in the current era and it's got cars and punching.
I think it's set in the 70s or 80s though, right? Because I keep seeing corded phones and older cars and stuff.
I just thought it looked contemporary. I don't know if it's like, a period piece. I don't know, but kind of the way the graffiti is, it'd have to be after hip hop. Like I seen graffiti on the walls. They weren't doing that stuff in the 70s.
That's true. You know what? Back my truck up. This is now the second thing I'm most interested in. I just forgot all about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely like if you told me this was like a GTA game that was getting remastered, I believe. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, I hadn't heard of this one. Okay, sure.
Yeah, it looks
just
nice.
Looks like, yeah.
And aren't these guys are former somebodies that matter, and I forgot who. Liquid Swords.
They used
to mean something back in the day. No,
we can go to their site, maybe Liquid Swords.
I thought there was some lineage.
Of course, it's the album that comes up. Why did you name your company this?
Game company. All right.
Liquid Swords. LiquidSwords.com. No nonsense video game development. Man, so edgy.
It's like core gaming for core gamers. That's what that's like.
Our team is made up of experts in their respective fields. Many of us are veterans. Okay, well.
Why is the founder's photo so scary? Look.
Oh, Avalanche, the brains behind the Just Cause.
Oh, that's what it was. Just Cause.
This is the Scott connection.
Yep. Just Cause and the Mad Max game in 2015. These are ex-people from that. And you know how much I love that. I played that game all the way through 3 times and 100%ed it 3 times like a maniac. Okay,
so this game might be...
I'm even more excited now. You know what was fun in the Mad Max game? Hand-to-hand combat. I'll bet you those guys they know. But also this photo of the founder. We got to do something better here. What are we doing?
But it looks rugged, like he's,
Yeah, like they found it on a floor of a burned down building.
Or it's one of those between mission cutscenes in like Black Ops 2.
Yeah.
The guy we're looking for is this dude from wherever.
Soap.
The only thing that it's kind of actually like bad about what I've seen so far is just the name of the game. Like, I don't know if
Well, his name's Samson.
I know, but
and if he cuts his pubic hair.
If it's a movie, you're like, it's a movie called Samson. Like, you're like, whatever, it's a story, right? But this is like...
John Wick was a boring name until we knew.
I'm playing Samson.
Yeah, but think about it that way. John Wick was a boring, stupid name until we knew what that was about, and now we can't disassociate it from awesome, right?
Yeah, okay. I don't know.
They have to earn it, though. It has to be good.
I have to be convinced that Samson was a good idea. I was naming this. I still need to be convinced that calling something Samson, a video game Samson, is a good idea.
Yeah.
What's the sequel going to be? Samson 2? Like,
just more.
I don't know why I don't know why you decided to do this with Liquid Swords.
Do you think people in the game who follow him, they'll be called Samsonites? Do you think?
Samson Hard. That's what you name the sequel.
Samson : Hard.
Yeah.
Oh, John. Why don't we work for
cringy that it works.
I know.
We should work for Welcome to Our World Liquid Swords.
The third one, Samson Harder.
No nonsense video game developers. No nonsense here. Except the name Samson.
I mean, I kind of hope there's some jizza in the soundtrack with the name like Liquid Swords. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I mean, you're a fan, right?
I don't know. I mean, that's a very on the nose title. There's Liquid Sword. Like, you Google Liquid Swords and the album comes up, not the video game company. Like, it's that legendary of an album. You're talking like one of the best hip hop albums of all time that you just call. It's like calling your company Tupac. Okay. Like,
why not?
I mean, why not? Because it's kind of taken in the mind share.
Oh, I see.
Why not? You know what I mean? Like, there is a why not.
So it's like saying, boy, I sure liked Michael Jackson's Thriller. Our company will be called Thriller Games. It kind of works better, though.
A broader term, but like it's like calling your company Michael Jackson Games. Like,
yeah, it's more like it because Liquid Sword's very specific. Yeah,
this is not that well known of a rapper, right? Wu-Tang's very well known, but he's not a household name. Like, I just say Tupac, everyone knows what I'm talking about, right? But that album he's mostly known because of that whole album, front to back, is like the best Wu-Tang might have ever done. For an album release. So it's like, I wouldn't have named my company, it's like what's a famous album, like an all-timer, like Abbey Road, is I'm going to call my company Abbey Road.
Yeah, that's fair.
I
get it.
Really, I don't know. I wouldn't want to do
the association is too strong. You're right. Abbey Road would be a terrible idea.
Naming. If a name just doesn't ring right for me, I gotta complain about it. I'm sorry.
It's all good. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it.
So, I don't mind they call themselves Liquid Swords, big shoes to fill. But Samson? Okay.
Well, I'm glad that we all already forgot my Samsonite joke. I think that was good. That was better to put that to sleep. And
You're a
never talk about it again. Yeah.
You're a Samsonite. I need to be more smart.
Yeah, you need to be more of a Samsonite. Yeah, we packed it up. See, that was actually a better joke on top of the bad joke. I like that. All right, we're moving on to Nintendo. They're changing things, guys. Hey, gamers, they heard you. They're changing digital physical costs of their games. Now, unlike me, most of you probably saw it for what it is. I got excited and went, wait, they're going to charge less for their digital releases than their physical? We've been asking for that for decades. Why is it taking so long? Finally, Nintendo on board. They're currently in a leadership position, by the way. They're selling more consoles than the other two combined. So good on them. They're the leaders right now. They can make these decisions. That's not what they're doing at all. Well, they are, but in reverse.
Do you want me to make your day?
Make my day.
Nintendo has confirmed that's exactly what they're doing.
Okay, but then tell me the part they don't want you to know, because that part...
There isn't. So, okay, here, let me walk you through this, because there has been a change. We talked a lot about this in our Discord yesterday, because here's what happened. Nintendo said, hey, physical copies of our games are going to be more expensive because it goes with material costs, something we have heard for a long time. And when everything went digital, we all went, surely that means our games are going to be less expensive now, right? Because we're all buying them digitally. And the game companies replied, no, they're going to stay exactly the same cost, even though now we don't have all this packaging. So when we heard this, what Nintendo said is physical copies are going to be more expensive. And it's going to begin with the new Yoshi game, Yoshi and the Mysterious Book. If you go and check what the cost of Yoshi and the Mysterious Book is going to be, physical copies are going to be $69.99 and digital copies are going to be $59.99. Now, on the surface, this does look like digital copies are now going to be cheaper than what physical copies were. Because if you look at the last few Switch 2 releases, Pokemon Pokopia, trying to think of another one that I checked. I checked 2, and like $69.99 tended to be the average. So $59.99 is a $10 discount from what the average has been of games that are coming out. But the truth is, Nintendo Switch 2 prices are actually kind of all over the place. Yeah. Where, you know, we've seen like Mario was up at what, $90 for physical, right?
Mario Kart,
if I remember, for the new Mario Kart. So they've been kind of all over the place. So one game, one data point, it's a little hard to say. Did they raise the cost of physical as sort of a kind of secret inflation on video game costs? Or are they actually lowering the cost of digital, which feels like the consumer-friendly and right thing to do? And I think nowadays, especially with, you know, companies like Nintendo, the assumption would be that they would just raise the cost of the physical and let's make more money, right? As of today, a article on IGN, Nintendo offered a statement. The cost of physical games is not going up. This means that when Nintendo sells digital versions of Nintendo-published games exclusive to the Nintendo Switch 2 to consumers in the US, those prices will have an MSRP that's lower than their physical counterparts. Retail partners set their own prices for physical and digital games, and pricing for each title may vary. So, Nintendo has clarified, at least at this state, they are lowering the cost of digital. It is not the other way around.
Okay. So
in the US.
Yeah, right. This is a state's only thing at the moment. Or is it all of North America? Is it true in Canada or no? You know?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's probably
everything I read said US.
Okay. So what I thought was happening isn't exactly happening, but what I think should happen is kind of happening. Yeah. And it's because they're all over the place, like you said. That's what makes this complicated. Because there was no universality to this. In fact, I think they kind of pulled back a bit when Mario Kart at $89 really made people go, ugh, even for digital, holy crap. And I'm not sure sales on the new kart game were all that hot at the end of the day. And then they turned right around and gave Donkey Kong a lower price than that, which it felt a little weird at the time. It was like, oh, wait, I thought they were going to do this new exorbitant price. I guess they're going to meet us in the middle or whatever. So they've been doing this little jog back and forth on older games, newer games, updated games. Like the new Wonder update is, I want to say it's just $59, but the update for the Kirby game was $69. So they've been all over the place with this stuff. Maybe just in the States is where this has been a problem. I don't even know. So what you've said makes sense to me, and I'm guessing it will even out. And if at the end of the day you're telling me that their big first-party titles that are priced at $69.99 are only going to be $59.99 on the digital store, then that is something. You know, I'll take that $10. That's better than not. But what it felt like to me they were doing is going, everything went well. Physical went up $10, but don't worry, digital's cheaper now. Well, really, digital was already too expensive to begin with. Like, they never dialed it back far enough. This should be 15 less, 20 less, maybe. They're never going to do that, but that's what I wanted.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing is when we made the by and large shift to digital, kind of in the Xbox 360 era where all of a sudden digital sales of games started really taking off and being the way that they were doing that. I think a lot of people expected like, well, if I'm buying it digitally, I'm not getting your, case, your CD, you don't have to do all this stuff. Surely the digital version of the game is going to be the cheaper version of the game. And by and large, that has not proved to be the case. Like, digital versions of the games are set at the MSRP. And in fact, you're more likely to see sales on the physical versions of games, not counting like Steam and stuff like that, than you are on the digital. Like, if you want a Switch game discounted, one of the easiest ways is to look at the physical version of the game. You can probably find it cheaper than the digital.
Yeah, I've done
in
that
a lot
few
of
times.
cases.
Yeah.
And so I think there has been kind of this like, hey, maybe one day shouldn't the physical version be more expensive? Now it's kind of panning out that way. We'll see how it goes. Right now we have one game to base all this information off, and it's $59.99 in the US digital, and it's $69.99 physical.
Which is which game? Which game?
That's Yoshi and the Happy Fun Time.
Oh, the book thing.
Story. Hold on.
Yoshi's fancy book of bullshit secrets or
Yoshi and the Mysterious Book. That is the only game that we have the pricing information for to go off of. But you can compare it to things like, again, Pokemon Pocopia is a Switch 2 exclusive game. That is 70 digital, 70 retail. You can go off Donkey Kong Bonanza, 70 digital, 70 physical. So you can look at it and go, okay, so far so good. But we will have to see. Nintendo is saying that they are dropping the cost of digital, though.
So are they going to do this across? That's the part we don't know, right? Can I get Poketopia?
No, they're not doing it retroactively. It's going forward.
How hard? It's not hard. All they have to do is go to their catalog and change it.
But their money, Scott.
Oh.
Why won't we think of Nintendo and their money? They need their money.
I hate it. Hate it. I mean, look.
They can't go back and change those numbers. Those numbers already exist in the physical world.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
They're set in stone like all their internet ideas are. They can't change shit. You got to have a special code to go change a price. You have to have friend codes to get in the system and change databases. Look, I get it too that they're also like, well, we don't want to field 1 billion support calls going, hey, I just bought that for $10 more. Where's my refund, or where's my coupon for whatever? I know it's complicated. So it's not as simple as just roll it all back. But the idea, I just had a very personal experience with Poketopia. Poketopia. Poketopia is a whole different game, and you can only get it on Steam in the adult section.
Poketopia.
But I had a whole wrestling match with that game this week and ended up doing something different because they didn't change it retroactively. Had they done that, I'd own it now. And I know $10 is not that big a deal, but it was a deal breaker because I was pissed. So I'll talk more when we get to the games we played, what I ended up doing. But anyway, they should retroactively do it at some point. If not now, give it a 6-month, 8-month, 10-month, 12-month period, and then say all the others are now like this. Because even more so, those are older games now. They shouldn't be the same as the physical copies, or me sitting around going, geez, I sure hope Amazon gets a break on, I don't know, Yoshi's Dirty Anus or whatever game I'm wanting to play. You know his anus is dirty. He's always shitting those eggs out. Anyway, there's that.
I'm surprised because animals, clean their butt by licking it, and Yoshi's got a pretty able tongue,
I don't know if it's... Yoshi, that's a good point, he does. He can pull.
I walked in on Arthur cleaning his butt. He looked at me like, dude.
We should make sure people understand that's your cat.
That's my cat. Yeah.
Not a man named Arthur.
Yeah, not Arthur. Not a roommate or something.
I'm Arthur, King of the Britons.
I mean, you never know. You got to just make clarifications when you can.
I'm just saying, Yoshi's an animal. I mean, he's got a tongue. I think as an animal, he probably wouldn't have to contort himself the way a cat does just to clean his butt. So I'd put money on Yoshi not having a dirty butt.
There you go. All right, I'm with you. Moving on
I'm glad I
to.
was able to
This
find a way to contribute to this topic.
No, I like it. It was perfect. Let's get to EverQuest being back for middle-aged man form, as John puts it. Basically, it's EverQuest, but you can play solo, and it looks like shit, and I'll never play it. But John, tell us more about this.
Hey, are you a middle-aged man? Do you
Yes.
remember the days of EverQuest? Does the EverQuest theme suddenly fill you with nostalgic joy? Well, congratulations. They're making a version of EverQuest for you. For me. It is going back to the old school style graphics, the old school music. They're doing some modern update tweaks to, UI and playability. But it is going to basically be a broken ass version of EverQuest where you can multi-class, and you can solo or play with just a couple of friends, and play the game without having to figure out all the pesky MMO trappings that exist in a MMO from 1999.
Ugh.
And I'm so excited.
I knew you would be. I can't even look at this without feeling gross.
I have signed up for the beta and I'm in the Discord.
Wow.
That's how excited I am for this.
Yeah.
I think development for this game started 2 weeks ago when Jeff Kaplan mentioned it on the podcast.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised, dude.
It's like, oh shit, let's just push a new version, multi-class, and everything's else the same.
I think for people that are jazzed about this is actually really great. Like, for the Johns of the world who have a lot of nostalgia for spending time in EverQuest, which I just don't, because for whatever reason, I just didn't get into it. Part of it was back in 99, I even thought it looked like crap. I'd watch people play it and go, ugh, this looks bad. I don't want to play this.
You made those concessions because online was such a novelty.
That's true.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
But I played Ultima Online because to me, it looked like it was like graphics I could live with.
You don't get to say, I thought EverQuest looked bad. I played Ultima Online. Ultima Online looked like shit, and you know it.
It looked like all Ultima games, and I was sort of used to those. They all kind of look like that. But then along came Dark Age of Camelot, and I was all in because to me it was like a massive jump in fidelity. And I need to escape and let that world really into my head and park my brain. I need more than what EverQuest was doing. It just looked like a bunch of crepe paper with bad textures sort of doing things. And
Yeah.
I mean, it was the era with 3D was not,
It was
not the best.
And I love retro games. Like, this is considered a retro game if you go by the 20-year rule. It's well past that, but I just don't. I don't know what it is.
Play this, John?
John's playing, aren't you? For sure.
Yeah. Oh, I'm absolutely playing. Yes.
So is it online? You need an online account to play it.
100%.
Is it still an online experience, or is it purely offline now? Or
I think it's still online because they say you can play with a couple people.
Groups and raids. About,
Yeah. You're going to be able to break it in a really fun way. Like, that's going to be the best part. Like, multi-classing is crazy. So yeah, I'm 100% going to play this.
I'm
I'm gonna have, you know what, Scott? I'm gonna be able to camp for my fishbone earring
gosh.
without having to wake up at all hours of the night worried that someone else is gonna get that item instead of me when the spawn happens.
Yeah.
And the rare chance to drop.
there's a thing in Midnight in World of Warcraft Midnight right now that is like going back to these old ways. There's this broom, autonomous kind of Harry Potter style broom that just kind of does its thing. And it's out in the middle of the city in the new version of Silvermoon. And it just kind of floats around town, but only every once in a while. And it's everyone sees it. There's no instancing. There's no everybody can get it. It's a mad dash for who gets it. So there are people parked all around there waiting for this thing to spawn.
What do you get? Like a pet or a mount?
It's a pet. It's like a super rare, hard to get pet. A mount would be better. But anyway, it's like people are nuts for it. And it reminds me of this old notion of I got to wait, or I got to schedule time to wake up and then at 3 a.m. when no one's playing and hopefully not have to fight too many people to get it, or that weird kind of pre-instance thing. Like, people love that. And so I respect it. I'm trying to be respectful. I think it's great that you are going to get this, and I will watch you stream this. That's about as far as I'm going.
Stream. Maybe I will. Yeah. Maybe it'll be fun to stream. I don't know.
Yeah. I'd watch it if you did. So
it's a time and place. Like, I think this is probably a game for people who played the game. And if you didn't play the game, I don't think this is going to be a game for you, because MMOs and video games in general, like, you're already taking a step back whenever you go MMO.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, congratulations, you've lost 5 years of game development and quality just by going to MMO. And then it's like, okay, we're going to go even further back. But, you know, this was, for me, this was the game that I was playing while I was in school. You know, the idea of, oh, I woke up and it's a snow day today, I'm going to just spend the entire day goofing around on EverQuest. Like, that's my jam. So I'm going to be playing this for sure.
Beau,
and I think it's going to be really cool to see the way you can break the game, because it is definitely a game that was before the kind of WoW philosophy of you can solo everything. And so all the classes are designed to feed into each other because you needed a group and you needed cooperation for everything. Well, now you get to multi-class yourself, and now you get to take all these part of a whole classes and stick them together and see how they work. And I think that's going to be super fun.
Yeah. Oh, John, Beau, any interest in this game?
No, bring back PlanetSide 1.
I knew you were going to say it. I was actually going to preempt it and say, if this was PlanetSide, how excited would you be? But
I mean, it makes me hopeful. I don't know. Is this Daybreak doing it? Who has it now? I don't
Daybreak,
know.
I think.
Yeah, I think it might have been. It was right at the start of that trailer.
They sold all that stuff to Daybreak, so I think they have the rights to all of it except for even the current one is them.
It's Daybreak.
Yeah, Daybreak.
Yeah.
So, Beau, you could get it. It could be yours.
I mean, let's go make EverQuest or PlanetSide 1 available again. If they're bringing back EverQuest, they got to bring back. I'm just on the Daybreak site. H1Z1s, they're still running. Lord of the Rings Online, of course.
To be fair, I would 100% get this excited for PlanetSide as well.
I think I would then. I would
there.
actually play PlanetSide. I would do that. I love that game. I'm
Look,
sure
there's a PlanetSide man right on the front of their webpage, right there. Look at that planet.
Yeah, he's a PlanetSide 2 though rendition.
Gross.
But yes, it's an important part of their
gross.
Yeah, it is kind of gross. Like, but I'm happy that it's back. I was actually kind of eyeballing Ultima Online. I'm like, oh, that's still running too. They just the patches, new content. It's almost to a point where like. MMOs were a new frontier of gaming, and now it's taken off, and everything's got to be a mega blockbuster. But if it's an MMO, so that we're back to these like crusty MMOs being like the actual core of the scene. If you want an online experience that has like a small enough population that it's a for real social experience with the same players and stuff, even if you're not gilded with them. Mm-hmm. That was always a fun part about PlanetSide for me. Was just like I didn't have to be in a guild to recognize the names in command chat and on the enemy teams and stuff. You were, playing for years with names and people you knew and opponents, ops, stuff.
Yeah,
there was one guy that I never knew or never met that would constantly accuse me of hacking because I killed him a lot and. To some point where like the rivalry got to a point where like I definitely like logged in on the alternate empire, which is a big deal because you have a 12-hour lockout if you switch empires to prevent like empire hopping on the same server where you get intel and can go to the other empire.
Right.
Just to like team kill him on purpose, which eventually gets you banned. But just because the rivalry, like I just got so sick of this guy talking shit about me for owning it,
Yeah, no, I get it.
But yeah, we had real rivalries in that game.
They could bring that back and people could play it, and then everyone will have what they want. You'll have your modern people who I know classic WoW players want to think that they're the dominant population in the game. They're not. And I know this for reasons I can't say names out loud, but I know they're not. But it doesn't matter. You've got your cool thing that you used to do that you still want to do, and it exists. I love that for everybody across the board, including this EverQuest thing. What I don't like is when they get weird. Well, whatever. We're just talking about people online and culture online, but people that are like all about, WoW used to have a soul, and you don't play the version that has a soul.
Well, the game's dead, people.
I hate it, dude.
It's not the most popular thing, then its value as a thing is nothing, and I can make fun of it.
You're like, you should be in Classic where the real action is. I'm like, I know, but there are less of you playing Classic.
I'm kind of thinking, That kind of thinking matters in like esports. Like no one wants to play a dead game where nobody gives a shit about the stakes from a competitive standpoint.
Yeah.
Makes a little more sense but MMOs are like, online worlds. Like it's not, your online world could have 50 people or 5,000 people. So yeah, that kind of thinking is like super annoying.
I hate
Here's
it.
what I do know though, Scott.
Yeah.
Check Discord, because I feel like with this EverQuest news, we can finally settle Dragon Beef, because we finally found
my
peak
Lord.
Dragon.
Look at this, guys. Look
Peak
at John
Dragon
found. Yep.
right here.
Yep.
That's
you know what? Put it all to bed. John's right.
Lady Vox. There she is in her glory. You got the best dragon of all time. Dragon Beef permanently set aside, because no matter what, we can all agree dragons have peaked.
I think I mined an herb earlier today that had more polygons and texture mapping on it than this whole dragon does. I think. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, well,
actually,
this was a different age.
It's definitely a different age. Look, I'm mostly kidding, because I respect its position as innovator in the space. There is, this is the OG. This is the place it all began.
Yeah, this is. You know how old this game is? I used to get mad at my parents because they'd answer a phone call and kick me out of the game. Yeah. That's how old this game is.
Yeah, EverQuest is dial-up old, and even when we were playing it, like people at my office would play it. I was, what was I? 99. I would have been 20. No. 28, something like that, 29, whatever I was. The office was wild about it. I just couldn't get into it, and I don't know why. I think it was the fidelity. I just could never get over myself with it. It's a me problem. And I do this now with Classic. I can't stand WoW Classic because I don't like the fidelity.
Oh, this is interesting. Sorry.
No, what'd you find?
I'm reading the press release from Daybreak, and they're Daybreak and independent development studio Game John, JAWN. I don't know.
I was like, I'm sweet. I'm going to get the EverQuest money.
Are thrilled to announce it's a fan-driven collaboration designed to give players a new way to experience classic EverQuest. That makes me really hopeful for PlanetSide 1, because there's also a fan server called PS Forever.
Get on the Discord, dude. Be the tip of that spear.
People doing it for EverQuest. I wonder if there's a willingness to partner with, an independent studio to do it. Then, like, maybe we'll get one for PlanetSide 1.
Be the change you want to be in the world, Beau. You get in there, push them.
Well, I mean, I didn't do the work, but maybe I'll send an email.
And then they'll say, "Oh, you're that guy. You're that guy that swapped teams and team killed people. Never mind, we can't talk to you." That's what they'll say. They'll remember you for what you did.
Yeah, I mean, it would be a fun reunion. I mean, there'd be people that would definitely. I mean, if there was a place where all the Emerald server people would go, I think there's definitely names and people I would, connect with after 20 years. The real high school reunion. All the nerds that played PlanetSide 1 with me.
Yeah, dude.
That'd be awesome. Especially, there was a guy in our outfit called. He was with this other guild that was kind of rival to us. They'd always shit talk our guild, and we'd talk it back because we were actually better than them. But we let them know that we were better. But they were like very arrogant about it. That's why they would provoke it. Sure. And so we actually in that game, what they would do is if you're part of a guild, you'd reserve your first few letters for like your guild code. We kind of have them like now in games where you have like a tag. So everyone was 187th X and then your name, right? Mm-hmm. And so we poached one of their guys, Box of Rocks. And he was just funny because we would invite some people on our TeamSpeak server that we felt were okay, and we invited him, and he would constantly just talk about abusing his wife, but we weren't sure if it was real. He's like, it's time to go kick the wife and walk the dog or whatever. You know what I mean? Like just stuff like that, where it wasn't like actually awful. It was just his sense of humor, which we didn't get. But because he defected from the rival guild, we kept him around because it was a badge of shame. We're like, but this is okay, right? Because we poached him from the other team.
What was the rival guild's name?
Yeah.
187th something or whatever.
Oh, that'd have been amazing if it was the one you were in, John, wouldn't it?
I can't remember what my guild was. Box of Rocks sounded weirdly familiar, so that's why I asked, because I was like,
maybe.
Why does that sound?
Were you guild leader ever? Because it was really the guild leader.
No, I was never a guild leader.
Loggerheads,
no.
yeah.
Yeah, he was hiding in the trash. Waiting for
Yeah. So there's definitely he was. That was more of a friendly fire rivalry. I think they were on Terran with us, but like I can't remember what started the rivalry. I think they were on New Conglomerate at first, and then they switched to Terran.
Oh,
but like,
that definitely wasn't us then, because we weren't some dirty New Conglomerate guild.
Yeah,
we were Terran Republic from the very beginning.
right. Nazis right from the start.
Shut up! You were on Terran Republic too.
I mean, I just liked because I liked the guns, and I thought the red color was cool, but they were the actual tyrant faction. So
yeah, they were the
conglomerates like
totalitarians.
America, and the Vanu are like femboys, basically, like alien technology and hentai.
Femboys and
that's it was a different era. Okay, I'm a little more sensitive in my 40s, but in 20s it was like people that like the weird alien tentacles joined the Vanu, and then
do you think that was actually the fan base for hentai was actually like, ooh, this is my jam, right?
Yeah, because they're the only empire that had like fancy laser guns and stuff, and like their maxes were weird, like their big mechs, they
it floated.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, their tanks floated. It was funny because we'd be playing and people go, "Oh, someone's rolling up! Someone's rolling up!" Oh, it's just the Vanu. We don't have to worry about that.
It's all
the tanks
that was their
everyone had real
reputation
tanks that had treads on them, looked like real tanks, and then the Vanu show up and they're floating. Like, arguably, they had the coolest sci-fi stuff, but it was just jealousy. We like to hate on them for that. We had the
Wow.
Anyways. Yeah,
I love
sorry,
it.
Planet Side Corner, brought to you by Beau. But it's John's fault. He talked about EverQuest. Sorry.
Yeah, right? This is how it goes.
I did it. I did this.
Well, let's move on to what we got now. All right. Oh, Capcom. Guys, this is a funny one, I think. They had to patch out some quote-unquote accidental incest with their most recent Street Fighter character. Oops.
They haven't patched it yet.
Oh, it's still in there?
There is a promise of a patch.
Get in there, perverts. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. So they put in Alex as the new fighter, and they, in the story mode, they revealed that he is married to and taking care of Patricia, who is pregnant with his child, and Patricia is like, they grew up together. Like, they have a brother-sister relationship. So she's kind of like a stepsister to him. Yeah. But in dialogue, it's definitely confirmed that they're cousins.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you can go like, okay, it's super creepy to marry and have a baby with a person you grew up with who's kind of like your younger sister. Mm-hmm. But they're definitely, they said they're cousins.
Yeah.
So they are gonna, I don't know how they're gonna patch this out. This is not, I don't know how you patch this out. They're like, there's some accidental dialogue. There's no accidental dialogue. And they said
they married. They get married, right? Like,
yeah. There's nothing accidental about this. They're gonna try and walk back the incest, though. Let's see how effectively they manage this.
Walking back the incest.
Do you think this is just accidental because of poor project management? Like, in terms,
could be just translation, right? Could be localization stuff.
No. There's art that depicts it. I think I'm seeing this art.
Is this the one I put up?
Definitely, yeah. They definitely meant for them to get married. There is no doubt. Now, them being cousins could be a case of forgotten lore. Like, oops, we forgot the history of these characters.
Yeah.
But I guess there is dialogue in a previous Street Fighter that flat out says these people were related. The family tree is connected. Like, it is a real thing. And I do think it's super funny that they found themselves in this situation. I do think they intended, though, that like they were going to tell a story about this relationship that started very sibling-esque and then turned into romance, which is a iffy prospect to begin with. But I feel like that by itself would have been iffy. But then, oops, we forgot they were also cousins. Is kind of slipped in and made it worse.
Oops. Well, they're fixing it. right?
We're gonna see more to come as we figure out. Yeah. I'm so curious how they fix this.
Well, there's of course a segment of players who are like, "Don't fix this." Probably it's probably what's causing all the outrage, if I had to guess.
It's also got more. There's more PR in the negative way, but more PR happening for Street Fighter 6 right now than since launch. So maybe they're enjoying the extra exposure until they fix this. I don't know.
The fix is they just change his last name to Lannister, and they're like, "It's done,
done." There you go.
We did it. He's now Alex Lannister, and everything's fine.
You're lucky they're not just cousins. Wait, yeah.
He uses debts.
Let's get to this story Beau found. We're not going to just pick one, says Clair Obscur Expedition 33 dev. They're confirming no canon ending, instead opting for a more elusive Schrodinger's ending. I'm very curious about John's take on this, given it was his game of the year last year.
Yeah, and we had a big conversation about it. So it's interesting because part of our talk was about the ending, and what... Yeah. I think we even might have said, like, which do you think is the canon ending or something? Maybe. I know we had a conversation about it, so it's interesting. I think it's a good stance if, as developers, are like, actually, neither is a canon. That it's going to add, I think, overall to the game. And if they do another game within the same world or something, hopefully they don't handle it. We're like, okay, we made a decision, guys. Here's the ending.
Mm-hmm.
So given that the leads are like, no, that we're going to keep it that way, it's probably for the best.
Yeah.
It's hard to talk about without going into spoilers, so I'm not going to.
Scott's still going to play it.
Don't put up the spoiler baron. We're not going to spoil it.
No,
I do think it's an interesting.
It's totally fine.
Interesting idea because Resident Evil Requiem just came out. It has multiple endings. 2. One is a super not canon ending to the point where when you load to the main menu, they're like, "Yeah, you want to try that again?" And like, it's to the point where it's like, why is this even in the game? So it's interesting to see someone, to see Expedition 33 going the route of, we're not going to necessarily say one is or isn't, which does add a little validity to the choice you make mattering, which I think is the idea. Like, if you're going to give somebody a choice, you want them to feel like that choice is valid in some way. And I think as soon as you lock in a canon ending, you're going to make everybody that didn't feel that strongly for that ending go, oh, great. So my stuff doesn't matter. But we don't even know if they're going to return to this universe. We don't know what they're necessarily doing with their next game. It might be really easy to go, yeah, no canon ending because we're not touching this universe ever again. We'll have to see what they do with it, but I think it's kind of cool because I do think you can argue execution for sure.
Yeah.
But I do think that both endings serve certain thought processes going into it.
Yeah.
And I think it would be a disservice to say one is correct and one isn't.
Interesting. Okay. It's not the answer I expected. I thought you were going to be really conflicted on this for some reason. I don't know why I thought that, but I thought you would. No controversy here, people. Don't come looking.
Sorry.
No,
sorry.
Not today. Let's move on to this story. We got our first gameplay look at Exodus, or some. We've seen some other stuff, but Exodus doesn't look too bad. Beau, what do you think of this? It looks all right.
Yeah, it looks okay. It's got definitely the massive, we're doing Mass Effect feel to it, but it's its own thing. I don't know.
I know people are worried about this one, but I don't know. Every time I get
a big fan, I think because they're also going to do a pen and paper RPG in this world as well, or it's the next big Wizards of the Coast deal, right? And I was a little skeptical of it, but
you were very skeptical of it. Actually,
yeah, I was like, whatever. But,
Scott's like, I remember.
I was here. You were not happy.
Scott Johnson remembers.
That's right. But I'm with you. I think
good. I'm still I don't know, but I can look at this and say okay, it looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
They're making a cool RPG experience. I'm in. I liked what I saw. So,
yeah,
it was a good first impression, I guess.
Even
though part of it of the trailer is this, he's walking on this weird thing, and not the most tantalizing thing to show. But I think that was fine. I'd rather this than.
I think they're just trying to show depth, and
Well, they're showing actual gameplay, which is good. It isn't some hype trailer.
Yeah.
There's no actual game behind it. So yeah.
And I'm all for we kind of gotten away from grapple hooks in the last couple of years, where for a long time everybody was way into them. I like a grapple hook, so
there's a grapple. Well, there's a hook in Crimson Desert, but we'll talk about that.
Oh my gosh.
Soon.
Man, there was a time in gaming where grapple hook mods were like the mod.
Yeah.
Like
Quake had
nowadays,
one.
It feels like give all the characters a penis, but like before give everybody a penis, there was grapple hooks, and I feel like that was the like Dark Forces 2 Jedi Knight era of gaming. It was like you got to get a grapple hook mod for that, and it was just weird because it was like the biggest thing, the most downloaded thing, the thing everybody wanted for every game, and then all of a sudden nobody cared about grapple hooks anymore.
I had grapple hooks in Quake. I had it in Quake 2. I had a grapple hook mod in Unreal Tournament that was really janky, but I didn't care. Like those were heady days for the grapple hook concept. And now you're right. It's more penises than grapple hook, but
and why?
I don't
Like
know.
that's the thing is like why was it so popular?
I don't know
like,
either.
They're cool, but
I don't know. I think honestly, I think there's just some fantasy stuff there where people are just like, yeah, grapple hooks are cool, even if it's like pointless to the game. But in the Quake case, there was a lot of verticality to it because the way the one I had worked anyway, and the mods I was playing, you could suck yourself up into a corner of some room and have the bead on people that would run through the room, and you're way up there. They don't know where you are.
yeah.
But eventually, people would get good enough with the hook that they would know where you were, and they would come up there and kill you. So it was kind of pointless. But yeah, I mean, outside of traversal in games, there's really not a point to them. Or if you're Scorpion, you have a very specific reason to have a chain with a hook on the end of it. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's wild to me. It's wild that was like our pinnacle back in the day.
Yeah.
That was the be all end all of mods. We got to get a grappling hook.
I
mod
like the
for this
weird
game.
trends like that. I'm a fan of it.
Yeah.
I don't know
And I
what-
mean, it was fun because it did kind of break the game. Sometimes enemies wouldn't be able to shoot you out there. They just wouldn't know because like the game was not programmed to have them look up in the corner of the map. But you just think about it and you're like, well, why didn't I download why didn't I just put in invincibility or no clip and just fly up there if I wanted to see it? Why did it have to be an actual grappling hook to attach and zip? Chad said it. Maybe just Batman, Spider-Man. They're cool. You
know what? Good point. Imagine Arkham Asylum, your favorite Batman game. You said recently in a John show.
I did.
Imagine that game without the grappling thing and the hanging down from the stuff. It's like that game sucks without that.
Yeah, you can't.
It'd be so stupid. But yeah, I'm all about it. And I'll tell you what, Samson Beau might be better because these guys, the guys that made the Just Cause games, they know their grappling hooks.
You think there's a grappling hook in Samson?
Probably not, but I really want one.
No, there'll be a mod for sure.
Yeah, someone will do it. Let's get on that. Let's talk about the new Expanse. Speaking of a game that's sort of Mass
Speaking
Effect.
of another Mass Effect-like game.
Yeah.
Yep.
We got gameplay footage.
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, I'm really. This was a very a big like morale booster because the Owlcat does the top down,
Right. Traditionally, yeah.
So it was kind of an unknown. The more footage I see, the more I'm reassured. Not only good production value going into this, but great care into. Expanse is a very deliberate universe with its like decisions about how like bullets are portrayed, for example, or why people wear the things that they wear. How ship navigation works, like all that stuff's very like deliberate. It's part of the world to be like a hard sci-fi. We're not. You don't just get to wear a cool suit because it's sci-fi. You know what I mean? You wear
practical
something
versions
because it's what we're envisioning in the future we'd be wearing if we were actually spacefaring. And it seems to adhere to that in terms of stuff floating in space, the way the bullets, I saw at one point bullets are flying through the ship and they do it the same way. They got little tracers or whatever, but it's really just horrifying. You're just blowing holes in a submarine and everything's going to die. So I'm stoked. I think I'm really looking forward to it. Hope it's good.
Still this fall, right?
Like a date one.
I think it's this fall.
I think it's still a ways out, but and if I had to guess, in order to give this some gameplay, closed beta April 22nd.
Oh, hey, look at that.
In order to give this some video game, I imagine they're going to take the not protogen. What do they call the stuff? The protomolecule?
Yeah, the protomolecule.
Probably make some zombies of it and stuff like that. It probably won't just be humans, but I'm fine with that. It's a video game. Give me some shit to blast, I guess.
I know the authors are pretty hardcore about how their stuff gets used, so I'm guessing they're going to be.
Yeah, if they're involved, that's like a big thumbs up in it. So whatever. It just means if they actually have the authors involved in the writing, that's a huge bonus to everybody. Like was
this shown at the partner preview today? That's where this came from, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think I caught it piecemeal. I just was looking at headlines and caught it.
Oh yeah, it totally was. I found it now. So we didn't talk about it yet, but Xbox had a partner preview. It's all stuff we've either seen or now there's more to see. So there wasn't anything crazy about it, but that looks great. That looked really nice. I guess those are the two things that came to my attention. I guess I'll just quickly take a look here. There's a new Stalker 2 X-Pack, I guess. I haven't really played much of the baseline.
There was an interesting one that looked like I'm going to date myself because I can't think of the more recent game. Harvest Moon mixed with like a horror game, which was kind of interesting.
Really?
What's the more modern one?
Stardew Valley?
Yes, it looked like Stardew Valley with horror.
It's not this, is it?
Elements. No, it's not this.
This isn't it? Okay.
No, I think it was
like top down kind of.
Yeah.
Probably this.
There it is. There it is. So like it presents very early as like Stardew Valley. It's like, oh, you're going out to the farm. That's great. And then all of a sudden there's like people dragging bloody body parts and demons grabbing people mixed with it. And I was like, huh.
Grave Seasons. That's awesome.
Grave Seasons. Yeah. I have no idea what to expect with that, but I thought that was an interesting idea. The idea of like, okay, it's Stardew Valley. You're going to do Stardew Valley stuff, but also murder.
Yeah. And that's Blumhouse. That's the studios that the Blumhouse people started doing that. So it's got potentially good pedigree there.
Oh, yeah. And Turtle, Rabbit, Fox, 3 animals in the chat said the Grandpa DuckTales game, which is true. That also looked pretty good. What was it called?
I missed all that. I got to watch the whole thing. I thought
there was some decent stuff shown. Like it wasn't, speaking of Samson, not Goldman. That's what it was. You played Goldman at the beginning, and that's the name. That's the name of the guy in it.
It's me, Goldman.
Yeah. That's the name of the old man during this.
Sweet.
But it was played. Standing. Where was it? I think it was maybe near the end. Yeah, it was near the end of it. It was one of the last games shown. So if you fast forward in it,
do you know roughly
about 2 hours 24?
Is it Artificial Detective?
Oh, this is only. No. Oh, you're talking in the video you linked. Sorry, my bad. No, you didn't. Link
no, I'm looking at it. I'm looking at the live stream. Sorry, they probably don't line up.
Yeah, this is only 31 minutes, 33 minutes, something like that. I didn't know there's a Serious Sam co-op game coming out. That's kind of neat.
Yeah, that's actually pretty big. If it's fun.
Yeah.
Okay, it's called The Eternal Life of Goldman. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut off. I found the name and I wanted to say it while it was still up on my screen. So if you look for The Eternal Life of Goldman,
and it's not this Goldman.
Goldman,
not that Goldman.
I don't think it's that Goldman.
Eternal Life of. Okay, it's the first one that came up. Here we go. Let's just take a look here and see what we got.
I think this game looks pretty good. At first I was like, okay.
So is it like let's see.
Of ideas about who ultimately would come to save them.
A weepy game.
Their gloomiest pessimists could never have imagined they'd be pinning all their hopes on
I love the look of this.
Old man. Undoubtedly, he was a spry.
Dude, this looks great.
So clearly beyond his
this is right up my cheese hole. I love this stuff.
Yeah, and he does the cane bounce from like DuckTales and stuff, so
that's why they're calling him Grandpa DuckTales. I get it now. Okay. I thought you really meant some Disney license thing that they were going to redo DuckTales again. Because the old DuckTales game was just like that, right? With the cane, not the cane, but his umbrella or whatever it was.
It looks like a mix of DuckTales and Hollow Knight.
Oh, the art is something.
The art's really good. There's a boss fight later in the video where I was just like, oh my gosh, look at how crazy this looks.
Yeah, the animation. I'm in. Man, I got to go back and watch
it. Also looks bizarre though, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm into it. That looks really cool. Good call. I got to go watch the whole thing. I thought there were only like 3 games shown.
Oh my god! I'm just looking at this boss fight. It looks crazy. Actually, looks so cool. Xbox only. There's nothing on Steam.
Oh, the one with the faces. Holy shit! This poor old man.
The faces. I think is where I was like, whoa, what is this?
Jeez.
Looks really impressive. Yeah.
All right. That's on my radar now.
Okay.
That's coming to everything, right?
Yeah.
No, not Steam. It says. Oh, maybe
it's on Steam. I just wishlisted it.
Oh, is it okay? Good. Oh, THQ Nordic. They've been making ever since they started their thing and bought all the old THQ IPs and stuff. I like those guys. They've been making decent stuff.
Been doing pretty good stuff.
Yeah.
I already wishlisted this. When did I do that? Did I do it earlier today? Am I gold?
Yeah, I don't think it was an announcement. I think it was around a little bit before, but not by much.
Well, let me just see. John Detector.
Goldman.
Oh, it says you're Goldman. Sorry.
Oh, man, it was me.
It was you the whole time. Eternal Life. Please tell me somebody on that team is a fan of this Goldman.
It's me.
That guy. And then decided that's where they got their name from. That would make me so happy. It's not going to happen, but.
There's also some new Stranger Than Heaven footage.
Oh, yeah, that seemed neat.
That looks good.
Game. That looked pretty cool.
Did we
confirmed it's like 4 or 5 eras or something like that?
Yeah, 5. Live through 5 eras. I assume it's just like Yakuza, but when you go through the chapters, it's just cycles ahead, maybe back and forth. I don't know.
So this is the one that's. Remind me though.
It's not the Yakuza devs. The Ryuga.
But not. It's not in line with Yakuza's game.
Ryuga Gotoku. Studio.
It's its own thing. Right?
It's its own thing, but I mean, it's a Yakuza style game in the sense that you're a guy, you stab people in the back with knives and shit.
Yeah, sounds good. I'm in.
You kick people out of windows, and it's crime stuff.
That's right. They had the weird time jumpy stuff. Okay, it's ringing a bell again. There was some confusion about it. They changed names or something at one point, right?
Yeah, it might be true. Yeah, I think so.
There's something with that going on, and people were confused. And this is not to be confused with that game.
There's no Gang of Dragon happening, probably.
Yeah, that one.
It's Stranger Than Heaven. So
yeah, you get this one,
which is a weird name because the term is usually stranger than fiction. So I don't know what's stranger than heaven.
Hell, probably. I don't know.
Weird.
I mean, heaven as a concept is also unusual compared to our.
It's pretty weird.
Here.
Yeah, it's pretty weird.
So, but yeah, it's just. I mean, I'm not shocked that it has a weird title, but it is a weird title.
It is a weird title for sure. All right, we're gonna.
You guys like Bluey? Because there's also a Bluey game.
I mean, I love Bluey, but so far the Bluey games haven't been great.
Oh, okay. I just saw Bluey in there.
Bluey's awesome.
This one looks more like an activity book type game, which might be fun.
Might be good, sure. The show Bluey is a freaking work of genius and will be studied for decades. But
my son would start watching age appropriate things. He'd probably like Bluey, but he just wants to watch Clone Wars and Spider-Man right
I can't imagine why.
Great taste.
Given who one of his parents is, why he would have the taste he has in these things. I just can't figure it out. So hard to understand. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back from the break, we're going to finally decide once and for all, but we're going to decide whether Crimson Desert is any good. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. Plus all the other games we played. We'll be right back. All right. Nobody go anywhere. Let's see if it'll pick right up where we were. It sure will. We're back, everybody. Thanks for hanging in there, because now you get to hear how Crimson Desert is. Is it any good? Find out now. It's a complicated answer. Let's get to it, though. We all played it. Some. I played about as much as you, Beau, about 3 hours, 4 hours, maybe.
Yeah, I didn't play as much as I thought I would.
Yeah,
Everybody's like, yeah, but that's all right, because Beau said he was gonna no-life this game.
yeah.
Well, I still plan on playing it. My week didn't really. It wasn't for reasons to do with the game per se.
Was it Diablo or what was it? What?
Well, I mean, I'm working on the Diablo season, so I'm kind of, I just didn't, you switch off of games,
100%.
Right?
Yep.
like sometimes a game comes out and you're ready and you take it all in, and sometimes you wait a year and then like Expedition 33 or something like that. Like I don't know that I'll wait that long, but I just couldn't. I have other priorities, and getting through the Diablo season, which I'm almost done with, was one of them. And also I've been playing lots of Slay the Spire still because
it's awesome.
It's kind of hard when you got Game of the Year up against. I don't know what you'd categorize Crimson Desert as, but I don't know if it's a Game of the Year. It's tough to say. There's challenges to the game, so I have 3 hours in it, but I would not say I felt negatively. I think I enjoyed the 3 hours I played so far.
Yeah. We should probably one thing right off the bat is just maybe we were warned that it was this, but it really is just a big sandbox with some semblance of main story that isn't all that and compelling and all that important really, but there's lots of little side quests that are awkwardly read and obscure and a little bit weird. Like this quest right here you're about to do where you got to clean that chimney. This took me 20 minutes to figure out how to work the chimney. It took so long for me to get on that roof.
It didn't take me that long.
It took forever. I don't know why. I mean, it even said get on top of the chimney. And I thought to myself, they don't mean a 300-pound warrior man standing on the tip top of a chimney. That seems stupid. It must be the side of it here. And it even lets you mechanically rub the cleaner thing on the side of the chimney. But they really did mean to stand tiptoey up on the very tip of this thing. And I was annoyed by it, but also impressed by it.
I thought it was, I definitely had a moment, I think, where I thought the house was on fire, and I thought I could go in the door. There's some weirdness to this game. Okay.
Yeah.
There's definitely, see, I'm trying to go in the door. I'm like, oh, I guess that's not how I'm going to clean it.
It's a very weird game. No doubt about it.
But there was like one thing I liked, which was like there was a cat hanging around, and I could pick up the cat and I could run with the cat and pet it while walking. And I was like, they took time to put this in the game. Like, for everything that's like, oh, this is like, I don't understand this. They put a little, like somebody was like, no, when you pick up a cat, you have to be able to walk with the cat. But unfortunately, I couldn't start dialogues with the cat, which seemed like a lack of commitment. Where I'm like, well, I've got the cat in hand. I'm just going to play forever petting a cat. Why not? But it didn't go that far. But the game's a bit. Look, there's many unusual things about the game. The control scheme is a bit head scratchy, but it seems like one of those things where maybe you can get used to it after some time. So,
and they are addressing a bunch of it in a new patch. They're like,
I'm not at a point of frustration, and I didn't do any keybinds, because I know there's a lot of buttons in it, so I don't want to mess with keybinds till I'm sure what consequences I would incur by removing a button that seems bad now, but when I'm more powered is like, it makes more sense.
And you're keyboard mousing it, right? Just for clarity.
I keyboard moused it just to get a feel for it. It feels like maybe it's better of a controller game, but I'm a bit worried because there's so many keybinds that it won't be better on controller. So I don't know. I'm kind of stuck on that one.
Yeah.
Also, because I know how things work, I feel like I'd have to start the game over to get the tutorials on things. But excuse me. So far, I like it. It's a big game, and what I would say is, even though I got 3 or 4 hours in, it feels like there's a on Rails tutorial segment that is quite long, where they throw a lot of stuff at you. It's like, here's how to use the bow, here's how to fight, here's how to use this hand thing. You get this bracelet that turns into a grappling hook that doesn't work like a grappling hook. It just moves things. Yeah. Here's, how to put this weird helmet on to see memories. It's like, so, here's like the god people. Here's like an example of the sky puzzles. It's here's how to talk to an NPC. Here's how to play a mini game. It just feels very like on rails right now. So I kind of want to reserve judgment till I get out. And
do you like the pick shit up mechanic where you can't just hit a button? You got to like walk up to it, carefully aim at it, create a little halo light on it, then pick it up? You know what I mean?
Didn't bother me. Probably easier to tap, but didn't bother me.
I'm gonna say and maybe I was just scared away because I had this game came out while I was away, and so I saw so much talk about the game before I had a chance to even play it.
Yeah,
and so I went in and maybe it was for the better because I gotta say I haven't played much. I played about an hour and a half. I really like the hour and a half that I've played, although it hasn't been so compelling that I've been like, I gotta play more. I've enjoyed what I played, but I've still sat down and been like, do I want to play something? No, I think I want to go to bed. And so it hasn't been so much that I'm like, oh, I can't stop playing it. But what I have played, I've enjoyed. And I think maybe because I had a chance to read hey, this game is not an RPG. It looks like one, but it is not an RPG. Do not come in and expect deep conversational storylines and stuff, which panned out because I talked to 3 people back to back that were all excited that their kid just called them Papa for the first time or something like that. And they were all right next to each other. I was like, man, you all should talk to each other because you're all living the exact same life. That's wild.
Yeah.
There's janky weird things like that, but if you say this isn't an RPG, it's a sandbox game that has some RPG elements, which is how they described their game.
Yeah.
That's fine. It's okay, that's fine then. So
Twitch stream died, I think, or something.
It did?
It ripped for a second.
I don't. Oh, weird.
It's back.
Okay.
It's back.
All right.
Sorry.
Go ahead, John. Continue.
Everybody's panicking. So yeah, I think that it allowed me to meet the game more on its terms, and I went, okay, this seems fine, and I'm. I looked at the time played, and I was actually surprised it was as low as it was because I felt like I had done a lot. I'd gotten in, a fight. I had seen some interesting things. I had won an arm wrestling match. I felt good about myself.
I lost the first round. Did you win? Did you beat him the first time with the arm wrestling, or did he beat you first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I won it the first time.
I don't know.
I also cleaned that chimney real fast, Scott. I don't know what to.
You know what? This may be a me problem, but I feel like I'm in upside down world because, hey, Scott, you want to play an open world 600-hour potential sandbox game with a bunch of shit to click off and do. That's my jam. I love that. I want that almost more than it's my favorite thing about the Assassin's Creed games or any games like this where give me a huge world. I want to clear out entire towns, do all the little jobs. I love that sort of thing. Why that's not clicking here, I can't figure out what's wrong with me because people I know that usually don't gravitate to that stuff are loving this game. So I feel like I'm in Bizarro world. I don't get it.
Yeah, my sister has 52 hours in it. I have to because I was surprised after the show. She texted me, and she doesn't text me very often. And she's like, "Crimson Desert's coming out. Are you excited?" I was like, "Hell yeah!"
Yeah.
But I didn't play it for the reasons mentioned. And I just checked today before she was playing it, and I'm like, 52 hours.
Yeah. Some people are. My son's
got pretty good taste, but
Yeah.
she's like, she likes Breath of the Wild and Red Dead Redemption and Disco Elysium. Usually she's playing a banger all the time. So I'm like, man, she's clearly playing 50 hours of this, so there's definitely a good reason to
my son Nick thinks this is the greatest game ever made. He thinks it was handed down from holy heaven and that we all are witnessing a moment in time that we never thought we'd see in our lifetimes in video games. It's like he's playing in a different planet than I am. And I'm not hating this at all. I'm just sort of like, this feels sluggish and slow and
just why isn't it for me? Why can't I be part of the fun?
Yeah.
Why
I think you need to play it. How far did you get to?
I'm like 4 hours. I'm like 3-4 hours in. I think I'm to the sky puzzle. That's where I'm at now.
Right. So you get pretty early on the ability to just jump off shit with that black cloak you see, and it's awesome. It's I'm on rails still, so I haven't done anything cool with it, but just the fact that once I was done up there, they're like, great, jump. And I'm like, what? And it's you just jump, and you have an energy meter, so you can't just parachute down the whole way. You got to go super fast and parachute when you're low. So it's I really feel like we're still in the tutorialization of the game.
Yeah.
And it'll open up later. You know, it really felt like, oh, I got to do this. I got to do this. It didn't really feel like I was free to explore. Like, it just felt like I need to do the MSQ and then like.
And it seems like it's going to have a bit of a learning curve because, like, that was the other thing is obviously I heard a lot of talk about the controls and that was one of the biggest talking points was like, oh my God, the controls. So I went in expecting to hate them, and I'm not going to stand on a high horse and say like, it's actually good. You're all just dumb. But like, I think because I was expecting the controls to be bad, I went, oh, I see. They're doing this weird context-sensitive thing where it's like, okay, this button opens up. This button is sort of your activate button, and there's a lot of context things going on here, and then you push that. That's not to say that it is perfectly good, and I do think it should tutorialize a little bit more. Like when they're teaching you how to fight, they're like, all right, hit right bumper, and it's like, okay, that's fine. I've used that button for combat in the past. That's fine. And now it's like, hit right bumper and right trigger. And I did that, and I did a move, and I don't know what that move is.
Yeah.
Does it draw a meter? Is it pulling from somewhere? Do I have to unlock that? Is that just a heavy attack? What is the situation where I would use that move? And I don't feel like it did a good job of telling me what that move was. It was just like, hey, do this. And I was like, cool. But why do I do this? Like, what did this do? Was this a heavy attack? Was this a special attack? I just don't understand. I don't understand some of the things I wish it gave a little better context for, because there are other times where it gives an insane amount of context for, like, sorry to keep poking fun at this, Scott, like the chimney cleaning puzzle where it just spells out exactly what you do. It's like climb up on the roof, stand on the chimney, press the button, and clean the chimney. Like,
yeah, I don't know why that seemed like I was like, I was like trying to think, okay, I know what it is. I can tell you what it is. This is kind of bad. In my mind, I'm going, these guys don't know how to tell you how to do this. They don't mean get up on, like, I'm having issues with what I think might be translation or something, but actually you're right. It was like, here's exactly what you do. And I was like, no, it isn't. Can't be. and then when I did what it said, it was fine. So again, that's probably mostly a me problem, but I don't know what
I think a lot of people did. And I did the same thing Beau did. I pushed on the door at one point. I climbed up. I did a little mouse over on, do I just give this chimney like a little scrub? And then I looked at the text and was like, oh, climb up on the chimney. Okay, I'll do that. Yeah. But I feel like I have figured enough out to get started, and I feel like it will get better over time. For sure, to just spend more time with it. But I don't think this is necessarily a game for everybody, and we might have just found a game in a style that you would normally like, so you feel like you should like it.
Yeah.
But maybe it just doesn't click with you. But who knows? You might turn a corner too and be like, you know what, this is awesome.
Yeah. I have a feeling that's true, because there's so much that I see in videos or people's highlights or whatever where I go, oh my gosh, I want to get there. How do you go there? I guess I'm going to have to earn it. I just don't like a game where I feel like I'm compelled by the world. I'm compelled by the ideas and the sandboxiness of it. That's compelling just immediately to me. And I'll tell you what, when I walked into town and it feels very just like, oh, this is a very medieval town. There's nothing really fantasy happening here. Oh shit, never mind. There are giants standing around telling jokes, and they're like 900-pound dudes who I'm given no story about yet. I don't know who they are, what their deal is, or why they don't just take everything from the little guys, because I would if I were them. Like, there's moments like that, and then I just think, but boy, they sure want me to do some stuff that doesn't feel fun right away to get there. And unlike Tears of the Kingdom, or something like where it's sandboxy and open world, and you got a thing that lets you control, pull trees back and flick them, those ideas in those games, those mechanics leading up to that are just like inherently intuitive and fun to do in their own right. This feels like it's saying, hey, here's a bunch of homework on shit you don't normally have to do in these games. So figure out now how to do, this trigger plus these two buttons to do a thing that usually you just walk up to and click A. I guess maybe I just wasn't ready for that. I don't know. It
feels like I have a purpose. Like the targeted jumping threw me off. Like you can just press space and you'll hop.
Yeah.
But there's a key, I couldn't tell you what it is right now. There's a key combination where you can target where you're jumping, which is like, okay, it just feels like in most games you would just use your movement to target, and deal with it.
That's what I guess.
So it feels like this seems unnecessary.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at.
But then, like, I see how high you can get in the air with certain things. Maybe this is a good, when you're doing a slam move, like you'll end up appreciating this feature later when you have.
Yeah, maybe that stuff will justify themselves.
Where it matters. Yeah.
Sure.
So it's like, that's why I'm like, it's tough, because like on baseline, you're like, this is very weird. Why do I have a targeted? Why was this part of the control scheme? It seems like I wouldn't need something like that.
Yeah.
Especially, it's not like my guy jumps like crazy either.
Yeah.
It's an RPG. Maybe I'll get items that'll really take advantage of it, and maybe there'll be puzzles where I'm like, oh, I'm so happy, that I can do things with this. So it's because it's like unique. I guess it's tough to like judge it by standards that other games have like followed for a decade or more in terms of control schemes and stuff.
Yeah. I think that's why it's so divisive. And I'm not even saying I think this is a bad game. I'm trying to align with it. And there's an alignment problem I'm having.
I think you got to treat it like you would a new MMO, where it's like, I'm in a new place. I have to relearn everything that I thought I knew from the last one I was playing. And I think you just got to kind of marinate in it for a while until it becomes second nature. And then all of a sudden you're going to be like, oh my gosh, you might even decide it's not for you, but I feel like you'll be at least at a point where you're like, I know for sure
I'll have a better understanding.
Something I'll be, because right now I think that's the only indication that maybe, there's more to play, is because you're like, I'm seeing a lot of stuff that has me excited and interested, but I'm just not there yet. So to me, it's just that, it's that new MMO feel where it's like you're never worse than you are when you first start, where it's like everything's awkward, nothing feels intuitive, everything feels wrong and weird, and you just kind of got to get over that hurdle, and then you'll be there and you'll be fine.
And the good news is these guys Pearl Abyss seems to be very interested in pretty quickly having answers to a lot of this stuff. Like I was surprised how big their patch notes are for this. It's either out or it's coming. But it has a ton of these issues talked about in there, like more responsive with this. We've moved this control to that, or this button it's not obvious that you're meant to use it here. We're going to give you an indicator. Like they seem to care that some of these obtuse elements are not landing with everybody. So I have hope in that, right? Like I feel like that's great. They're listening and they want to make it better for maybe players that are struggling or whatever, but I don't know. I'm not ready to quit or give up. I need on paper, everything they want to do here is so up my alley.
Well, I think you need some encouragement when so first of all, the discourse on it has been like kind of not hard to process. It's been a little annoying, because like if someone's like just tells you straight up, just endure X, like I would say with Yakuza 0, like get to chapter 4 if you don't like it by chapter. Like there's just a lot of narrative in a Yakuza game up front, so you don't really get to the juice or feel like what it is that's the pull until a bit later in the game. And if you don't have patience for it, great. That's why I'm telling you. So this one, it isn't like universally, just play the first 10 hours, you'll get sucked into it, and the next thing you'll know, you'll be wanting to come back all the time.
Yeah.
Half the people, IGN gave it a 6, and they're just like, it's kind of mediocre, in their in that reviews view. And some people have like said that, and it's just like, whereas there's no real story. I don't really like the RPG elements. Controls are weird. It put me off. And then some people, we have a lot of people in our chat are just like, man, I love this. Like this is
that's
really
why I feel
great.
like I'm crazy a little bit.
But John put the new MMO thing is like pretty apt way to put it. Like,
yeah.
MMO is like a comfort zone because you play it so often and so frequently that you'll dismiss another perfectly good MMO, because for the longest time I didn't like World of Warcraft when it was first a thing and first playing it, because I hated the chat. Like the chat colors were all wrong, because in PlanetSide chat behaved a certain way and I had muscle memory for how it behaved in PlanetSide. So when I was transitioning to World of Warcraft, or like any other MMO, if I tried it, I just don't have a memory of that, I'd be like, like I got to chat this way. I hate the chat in World of Warcraft. It's not like PlanetSide. It's like, I'm just not going to play this game if I got to endure this change.
Yeah.
And, but you play it for a bit and you get over it. So I think maybe there's some of that to this game.
Yeah.
Where it's,
well, I'm definitely not
following standards of other RPGs in many columns, but that doesn't mean you won't find a worthwhile experience. Like I said, the little bit that I played, I enjoyed. I'd just been, still stuck on Slay the Spire
that's part of my problem too, because I am very invested in Midnight right now in World of Warcraft. I'm super obsessed. And so when I'm in here and it's not clicking immediately, my brain goes, well, it could be over there where it clicks every second. And then
that's where also for us, it's a little bit of 50-50 because we report on what we played, but we're not IGN. No one's getting fired if we didn't turn in a review for a new game on time.
Right.
We'll get to it when we get to it, and yes, so I guess take that as part of the review. This isn't a hair on fire, I must play it right away level of game, but that doesn't mean it's bad or doesn't mean anything bad. And if you're kind of waiting to see is it worth it or not, then the game is new when you first play it, so maybe it's not a game you need to play this week.
I'm watching this part where you're streaming it right now, and I'll say this, aesthetically they got my number. It's like wizards who like everything floating, their books and their chairs and shit for no good reason. Let's just have this room full of floating shit because I'm a wizard. So to hell with you because I'm a wizard. I love that.
But some of them are on shelves. How do you decide which are shelves?
I know. I love that kind of nonsense. It's just this is so there and then so beautifully realized. The game's one of the prettiest games I've ever seen. I want our dates to go well. I'm going to stay with it.
That's the thing I will say is that it's definitely for an open world. It feels like there's a lot of draw distance and a lot of what's that over there that's going to come up later, and there's interesting terrain and stuff like that.
And that you can get there and all that.
I'm famously not a big fan of open world games, but
that's why I'm surprised to hear you be so positive about it just initially anyway, because I thought that you would be, of the three of us, you would be the most put off by open world.
Again, the thing, I'm not put off by it. I don't think this will be I could see stuff displacing this because of that reason. The thing that I was looking forward to most is I just like the fighting in Black Desert a lot.
Yeah.
And it feels like this game might not be that. And so this might not be a game I play a lot of. I was kind of hoping for the Black Desert feel without all the MMO bullshit, and the open world bullshit's okay if I really like the game. I like Kingdoms of Amalur. It's kind of open worldy,
It's like in a single player MMO. I was sort of
expecting something in that realm, but the funnest part of Kingdoms of Amalur is just going out and finding shit to fight, and there's lots of stuff to fight, and then you go into town, you talk to some people, but
get some loot.
70% of what you're doing is battling. So that's the one thing I want to hold reservation is I know there's a lot of mini games in this game, and there's a lot of side games, but I hope once I get into the open world, if I just want to go and smash things, I hope it's fun. I'm a little worried it might not be because it just seems like you have heavy attack and light attack and block and shoot and arrow. I don't know. So I can see this being a game I might not put a lot of time into because it's not because it's bad, but because it wasn't a genre. It isn't quite what I was expecting, but
Oh my gosh, are you about to launch yourself? Is that what this is?
No, this puzzle is one I couldn't figure out. The only problem, you're going to see me struggle with this grappling hook puzzle, and all it is I just didn't aim it at the right spot on the thing. But I'm trying to pull it, turn it, twist it.
Sounds a lot like my chimney problem, actually.
Yeah, this is a good example of the puzzles not being this company's strong suit. Just setting up fun puzzles for people to do because I'm what do I do? I connected to the thing. It should probably be generous. I got it close enough to the circle.
Yeah.
But this is me trying to figure out, wait, what am I missing? And it says pass through the gate and operate the alignment device with the Axiom Prime. And I'm okay. I passed through the gate. I toggled it. Like,
didn't Axiom Prime kill?
I connected my hand to it,
Yeah.
and it didn't do anything.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I mean, I've not. This is where I'm at actually, right before all this. So I think
You
you're.
should keep watching so you figure out what the solution is. I'm getting on the gate. I don't know how to open it. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I passed through the gate.
This game's ability to show distance and create a sense that you are that high up.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
cool.
Look at
See
that.
those pillars down below. It does like, pick my curiosity a little bit. Where I'm like, what's going on down there? There's fun stuff to fight. So I think eventually, now I'm going to the journal to find hints about how to do this thing.
What did I do wrong?
This is like an interactable object that you just press E on is like the most common thing in video games, right? There's like 10 of these in Doom, and it opens a door. You put a skull key in it. I don't know why. So as like a negative to the game is sometimes you come across these things where you're like, this should be the easiest thing in the universe, and I can't figure it out. And all it was is I just didn't aim it right. That's it. That's it. Like, it's just, I'm gonna randomly fire it off again and actually just get it and not know why.
Yeah. It's an interesting conundrum that I find myself in, but I'm going to keep at it. John, what else would you add? I know you've had how much time have you even had? Because like you said, you were gone when this came out. I don't know.
Yeah, like about an hour and a half in it.
Okay, not too much.
I've summarized everything I did. I went through what was basically that opening tutorial. I got in an arm wrestling match, and I helped someone with their chimney, and I picked up a cat at one point.
So you basically you had a productive hour and a half though. About 30 minutes of your hour and a half went to chimney checking for me.
Yeah.
So, whatever.
It was time well spent, but yeah, I mean, things are just weird. I was on vacation, and then I got back, and then my wife had to leave immediately for a work trip. So it's just been crazy busy. So
you've been busy then.
Yeah.
I have not had a lot of time for gaming.
Yeah.
As you'll hear when I get to my section and go, nope.
Yeah, well, you got a trip.
Nothing else. That's it.
Yeah.
A trip with kids.
Yeah, a trip with kids. It takes all your gaming time away. I get it. All right. Well, there's Crimson Desert. We'll certainly have more to say as time goes on. My son acted like there's never been a better product in the world than this game. Product. And I feel like an idiot for not understanding where he's immediately finding the fun, but whatever. This is a kid when Mario 64 came out, and he was... No, it was well after it came out. He would play it, though, and he was maybe 2 years old. He would just run off cliffs. So maybe that was training for this.
Yeah, now he gets to run off cliffs and dive.
Yeah.
If you tab a bit ahead, you'll see the jump off. There's still lots more puzzle I'm going to struggle with here, but...
The stuff reminds me weirdly of that. What was that Ubisoft game that were really... Phoenix Rising? Or Phoenix Rising?
Yeah.
I'm getting that vibe a lot from these puzzles and getting these cubes to line up and trying to get the jump off so people can see.
Yeah, maybe 20 minutes, I
asked my son what his favorite game was, and he said Minecraft. And I said, you've never played it. You've never seen it. Why is your answer Minecraft?
Yeah, that's interesting. Is it because everybody says Minecraft, or what was his deal?
I think he probably heard it somewhere. He also got on a real kick of coming home, and he just was going, Poppy's Playtime, Poppy's Playtime. And I was like, you've never seen that game. You don't even know that's a video game. You were just repeating something you heard at school.
Oh, that's funny. Poppy's Playtime.
Yeah.
I think your kid is he's either going to be president or a super villain.
No.
I don't know what.
No.
He's too smart for this world.
He used the word assimilated yesterday. I was like, you're 5.
Oh my gosh.
You've got to chill, man.
What?
To be fair, though, I asked him if he knew what it meant, and he goes, no.
Still, though, that's a big one.
Star Trek.
Yeah.
Assimilated is a big concept.
Man, look at this distance stuff, man.
Yeah, so the skydiving's pretty fun. I'm just like, I could just do that over and over again. I imagine I could use a slam move. Not now, but eventually maybe I'll get a slam move.
So
I think the thing I'm most excited about trying in this game is I have seen a lot of the hand-to-hand wrestling combat in this game, and it looks awesome.
Yeah, it seems
and I
neat.
am absolutely going to do that.
Some cool, what do you call it, grappling in there. Yeah.
So I don't know if that's a path. I haven't played enough to know if that's a path, if that's just a way to fight or what. But whatever I got to do that, that's what I'm going to do because it looked freaking cool.
Frog Wrestling coming back. You heard it here first.
It's now just me playing Crimson Desert.
Yeah. Just on your own, not streaming it, not doing skins, just wrestling in a video game. I like it.
Wrestling.
All right, well, let's get to the other stuff we played. I had a real. Speaking of wrestling matches, I had a wrestling match with Nintendo this week. Yeah.
Did they sue you?
Well, no, not yet.
Okay.
They have.
That's how Nintendo settles lawsuits.
That's exactly right. They have this really popular, very well received new game, Poketopia or
Poketopia.
What is it?
I don't know.
Pokopia?
Pokopia. Jeez.
Poketopia.
Why I cannot say? I could just say Poketopia. I can't help it.
It's the name of my sex tape.
Exactly. I've been interested in that game since day one, since we first saw it shown. It's right now. It's the highest rated Pokemon game ever. If you look at Metacritic, like a big rousing success. And I also knew that the team that built the thing was the same team that did Dragon Quest Builders 1 and 2. And in particular, 2, I played on the Xbox a long time ago when it was part of Game Pass and loved it, but then never bought it or finished it or did anything else with it. And so here's the wrestling match ad with Nintendo. It's like, hey, do I want to spend $70 for your freaking digital copy of this game, this new game, or is the spring sale is coming to an end, or wherever I don't know when it ends, but I looked at that and went, oh, or I could get the bundle of literally 2 of their previous games together for a quarter of the cost of this one new one, which I will probably play eventually. But it was a game I really wanted to finish and that I really enjoyed. Plus, it's an all-timer. It's my favorite Dragon Quest game. It's not even close to what regular Dragon Quest games are, but I love it. And so that's what I did. I spent way less money and got playing that. So I've been playing that in bed mostly on a Steam Deck, and Dragon Quest Builders is a rad game. If you've never played it, you should play it. It's very cool. It reminds me, here, John, I got a little snapshot for you. My character looks like he's a little Fukuyama guy looking guy, because it's all, no, what's his name? Toriyama.
What? Yeah, Toriyama.
He's, he was actually art director on this directly, so it was like super involved with it back in 2019 when it came out. And everybody looks like, Dragon Ball Z style Dragon Questy characters. And I like that style a lot, so I've been enjoying that. There's a lot of like Minecraft ideas, RPG ideas thrown in there, lots of building, lots of crafting, lots of recipes, improving a space. Like there's a lot of similarities to what the Pokopia game is. So I'm kind of scratching the itch I was trying to itch anyway. So sorry, Nintendo. Scott 1, Nintendo 0.
Don't worry, Nintendo. I'm pretty sure that as soon as I get paid again, I'm going to be buying Pokopia and you'll be getting that money.
Yeah, so you'll be getting it somehow, and you'll probably eventually get it from me. But it seems, that game is very cool from all accounts. Pokopia is really cool.
I really want to play it. I think you made probably the smart choice.
Yeah.
But as somebody that is very nostalgic for the original Pokemon, I'm like, oh, I can't wait to get Pokopia. And I'm probably going to buy they put Pokemon Leaf Green and Fire Red up on their store, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna buy
those are all timers, right? Yeah. You're gonna have a problem coming up.
It's gonna be an issue, but it's fine.
What are you gonna do?
Survive. Play Pokemon. That's the answer.
There's the answer. Yep. So my plan is because I really was just looking for a certain itch to get scratched, and Builders 2 is doing that. So I'm sticking with that for now. I played a lot more WoW Midnight. It has me by the chode firmly, more than I thought it would. I think that game retails in a really good place right now, and I'm having a blast. I already have 2 max level characters, both high level 225. I'm going to raid tomorrow night. Having a great time. I've been playing the crap out of a Warlock because for whatever reason, I just rediscovered Warlocks and specifically demonology ones. So just spamming the world with little demons is just a treat. I love it. So I've been playing that. And I wanted to thank a dude on our Discord named Mark, who's also a listener to the show, for recommending Waypoint UI as an add-on. I'm not doing add-ons this run, really. I have 2 add-ons. I have one that makes gathering and casting like a nice pretty bar with cool art on it. But they're all cosmetic stuff. And then this one is kind of that too. But basically, in the game, because they redid Silver Moon and it's beautiful and awesome, but it's very yellow and bright, like you might expect for the Sunwell and everything. They literally have a Sunwell, and so sun everywhere. And when you try to find the little diamond-shaped yellow symbol out in space that's to tell you where your quest marker is, in every other zone, no problem. I just see it immediately. Oh, there it is. Go that way. In Silver Moon, I'm like, where the hell is that thing? Like, I just can't see it through all the other yellow. So he recommended this thing called Waypoint UI. I'd never heard of it before. It's been around for a while, but it basically creates like a proper, like a blue beam from the sky down to the point where it is. You'll never lose it, even in the brightest of zones. So just big shout out to him, because that's a pretty cool mod. Anyway, having a blast on there. And then finally, just a quick thanks to Scorbutic, not sure how you say his name. He gave me a little game called Dogpile. Just gifted it on Steam, part of the sale, I think, or it just came out or something. But anyway, from what I can tell, I have only just barely launched it, but its cards are dealt, and the cards are like dogs, little cute cartoon dogs, and you drop these cartoon dogs down on top of the same kind of cartoon dog, and then it turns into a bigger, different cartoon dog. And eventually those cartoon dogs bump into each other and create another third giant cartoon dog. Ah! Spilled my water.
Oh, jeez. What happened?
Just like that.
And oh my gosh. And you just keep doing that, and then the shop comes up. The goal is not to it's like Tetris a little bit. Like if it gets too high, fills up the little drop area, that's a problem. So you want to try to keep it low, but you get a better score if you have bigger dogs all combined. It seems complicated in some ways, but super simple in others. Anyway, this thing's getting screaming reviews, and so I'm very excited to really get in there and play it, but I haven't yet. I just wanted to say thanks to Scorbutic, or however your name is supposed to be said, for that gift. Beau, since John played nothing else, let's swing it over to you.
Yeah, nothing for me. I've already talked about everything I played.
Slay the Spire 2 and Diablo. Anything new to say on either?
Yeah, so we finally got a full 4 players in Slay the Spire 2. And it's really fun with 4 players. The game gets easier the more players we found overall. However, it's kind of a good time to have 4 people, in a chat room, hanging out, making jokes, playing the game.
Any downsides? Is it just can Crofton mess you up?
I mean, people can just depending on the level of cooperation, you can talk and decide where everyone's going to go next, like on the map. But if people differ, everyone can click their own node, and then it's a roll of the dice. That's the rules you establish. I think playing with friends or with randoms, it's just like pick whatever you want, and it'll just be random, I suppose. But
sure,
mostly it's like it was just fun. It was just a good time.
I want to try it. Will it help you unlock all your stuff faster?
Yep, all your progression from the main game counts, like whether it's multiplayer or not. The only difference, I think, is ascension levels. Like your multiplayer highest difficulty achieved is separate from single player. But that's about it. There's no unlocking or power behind it. It's just like, we did a run on difficulty 0 and 1. And so we did a run on difficulty 1 and 1. And now we can try it on 2 next time we play. People were just really, our team was just really enjoying it. I think our original plan was like, let's do a run and then let's go to Baldur's Gate 3 honor mode. But then as soon as the run was done, everyone's like, I'd do another one.
This Mike, Crofton, you, and Pete?
Usual Sunday multiplayer. Pepperoni Pete was very, he doesn't see the appeal of Slay the Spire. He bought the first one and played like a couple hours and was like, I don't know, whatever. And so he was like, we kind of forced him to spend money on this, but he's like, I only play because it's with you guys. But I think he went to Reddit to try and learn things. And now he was just kind of playing the ironclad, like default mode, like just throwing the cards at it seemingly. That we were joking that he was asking Chat GPT how to play and on his turn and stuff, and asking Reddit. because he likes to consult Reddit and ChatGPT. So he, I think I caught him playing on his own, and I think he now likes the game on his own. In that reversal, right? Where I don't like this game, and then you play with some friends and enjoy the game, and now you're playing it.
Yeah.
It's Slay the Spire, man. It's so easy to pick up. You're just like, 30 minutes in, out. What's the worst that could happen?
Sure. No, I want to try the multiplayer. I like the game in general. I feel like that game's going to get talked about at the end of the year.
Well, maybe, or if you're around, because we have the times we've played, we haven't been all four available. Maybe we can.
You playing Sunday?
Yeah, it might be Baldur's Gate 3. That's always the default plan. But maybe we should organize some. I mean, John likes playing it. We get John in there and just find a fourth.
Yeah, we do a little stream. It'd be fun. I don't have the reason I asked about this weekend is I've got stuff, but my wife and daughter are out of town for her mother's funeral in Mississippi, and it means Sunday is like less crazy for me. So that's the only reason I'm saying. I mean, if somehow it worked out, it'd be fun to slot in for somebody.
John, are you interested in some multiplayer slaying?
I'll have to see. I wouldn't be opposed to it. It's just if my schedule will allow for it.
Slaying of the Spire.
Well, it's also fun about Slay the Spire is like when you get to the top, the runs are about an hour to 2 hours. So it's not, you're like, are you going to raid tonight? Okay, better block off 5 hours and change, or, you're going to play this game. We could make a shorter session of it, which is always amenable to busy schedules. So food for thought in there.
Okay.
Be fun to play with you guys.
Yeah. It'd be super fun.
Yeah.
Still a good time, though. You're having fun in there, and that's all that matters.
Yeah,
Diablo Season 4. I got a question.
Yeah.
When the expansion hits, that season ends, right?
Yeah. This is almost like a micro expansion. It was funny. I was in there. I'm like, there's only 39 days left. Like, it's not even 2 months. I think it's like a month and a half long. Okay. It makes more sense that the season's like lower effort in that regard. So I'm like, they're not planning to do
that. Kind of answers my question, because I something felt off, and I wondered if it was just me and if I should even bother trying to do the new season with this being so close. Because
I mean, I would say no, unless you want Doom cosmetics. That was the real pull.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to play even online. It feels weird to play the story version of Diablo 4 and do the season at the same time.
Yeah.
So I don't know how they're handling that for this new one. I guess you can't convert a character.
How'd that last one go? I don't know how that went. Did we the other expansion? Did we have that?
I think the problem with the seasonal. It's the problem with the like the seasonal stuff gives you power boosts and shortcuts, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like when you play the story mode, you just kind of don't want the seasonal shortcuts because you're playing something a little more canonical, so it's like, let me progress through the game as intended, but it always ends up kind of being a bit of a joke. So I don't know. I think there's some new systems coming in. They've already done some rebalancing, it seems like, ahead of that in terms of like drop rates for things and stuff. So I don't know, man. It feels like a fresh, like whatever we're getting is gonna probably be a pretty fresh take on 4 in terms of systems and stuff like that. So
yeah, wait. I don't mind playing casually, but good. Yeah, I think I'll just wait.
There's an element where this is like, they're just gonna turn in what they turned in with the last expansion, which I was not a big fan of.
Yeah.
But, maybe this could be setting up for the party starting. Everyone's here. They certainly, in the seasons, everyone from Diablo 3 is there.
Mm-hmm.
You can fight Asmodan. You can fight Belial. I can fight the Butcher. I can fight. There's another boss I'm forgetting, I think. And then the Diablo 2 ones. Andariel's there. Duriel's there. Like there's so many now of the evils, just not the primes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Baal, Mephisto, and Diablo. Right. So we don't know where any of those guys are, but all the lesser evils that you know and love from previous games are all available, to fight as lair bosses, so they're in there.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder if we're just going to get a big, here you go, big helping of prime evil. At the very least, Mephisto.
I hope so.
Because Mephisto's only in there as a dog, Mephisto.
Oh, right. He's not, yeah.
And it's cool. It's a cool fight, but it was kind of an unsatisfying conclusion to the expansion where it's like, okay, we saved the, what's her face? I can't remember her name. Vanessa.
Maleficent. I don't remember her name.
Whatever her name is. We rescued her, brought her back from the brink, and Mephisto's now like a dog.
Yeah.
Kill him, and that's it. And there's like a spirit world dog. I don't know. I just it's a little off, but fresh start. So
Yeah,
I'm excited.
I am actually too. I'm looking forward to it. I think I'm gonna make
and it's a
time for it.
Diablo with a third expansion.
Yeah, baby.
Which is record breaking.
Yeah.
Which is actually literally record breaking to have a second expansion for a Diablo game. So
That's true. Let's see if
you don't count the Necromancer as an expansion for Diablo 3, which I don't.
I don't. That was just it was supposed to be part of a bigger expansion, but then we found out later they canceled it.
DLC. Yeah, it was probably because they canceled the expansion and had the class left over for the expansion, right?
Dirty bastards.
Yep.
All right. Well, awesome. Let's get to some quick feedback from the listenership. And that came in the form of a call today. And here's how it goes. Where the hell am I? I'm in the wrong tab. Here we go.
That's a good question.
This is Dead Center. That's his name on DLC.
I am currently cooking up some lunch. There's some Foley for you. You guys were talking about the DLC for the DLC for Vampire Survivors last week. And I just felt like somebody should say, yo, dog, I heard you like DLC. Well, now you can DLC while you DLC. This is Dead Center from Texas. Thanks for all you do. Give it a GURP.
Give it a GURP. Haven't heard that in a while. That's actually
I like that call for a lot of reasons.
That was a great call. He also he remembered that rule about do something Foley-ish or something with sound while you were calling us.
Be doing something when you call.
It's a slightly older call, but I wanted to make sure to get it in because
Foley is everything. It adds so much character to the call.
Oh, no doubt. Plus, Dead Center's a great name. I like.
So
that.
wait, there's are we talking about the Bellatro? The overwhelmingly positive Bellatro expansion?
No, he was talking about
the Castlevania did a DLC on the Castlevania DLC. It updated it.
Yeah. Which was a little weird. We talked about it it wasn't just last week because this is an older call, but we talked about it on an episode and we were just like, it was a little weird to have DLC on DLC.
So we're talking about Ode to Castlevania.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is a DLC for Vampire Survivors.
Correct.
Yes.
And what's the DLC to the DLC?
Well, it's not really like you buy it separate. It's that they then put out more DLC to make it bigger.
Yeah. Now I think you buy it all in one, I think.
Yes, it's all tied into one, but they rounded out the roster, right? Like they put everything in it.
So I'm looking at what DLCs for Vampire Survivors do I own? I guess none of them.
Oh no!
They have to make them.
It's not hard to catch up. The whole bundle, including the game, is $15.
Yeah, no,
it's like if Paradox wanted to lose money.
There is a lot of them.
Paradox DLC is like, it's $5,000 please for all the Crusaders too, whatever. This one's like, here's $15 for everything, so whatever.
Wild. Yeah.
What is it like playing? I guess I should
try it. $15 and to find out.
There must be lots of fun to be had here, I guess.
The Ode to Castlevania and the Contra one were really good. Really, really good.
Oh yeah,
I bought the Contra, I think I did. Yeah, I bought the Contra on John's recommendation. Did I ever play it, though? Maybe I didn't.
I don't think you did.
I would have said something, wouldn't I have? I think I bought that because you talked me into it, and then I didn't launch it.
You should try it.
I should try
I don't know. Maybe I'll wait for a sale.
Yeah. Is the spring sale over then?
Yeah, it ended today.
Today. Okay. That's why, boy, I got in under the wire for that Builder 2, for Dragon Quest Builder 2 yesterday. Because it's all back to full 59 now. Anyway, that was a pretty good sale, I have to admit.
Good job on the sale. I'm getting that done.
Thanks for that. Keep your emails coming. Keep your voicemails coming. You can go to 10hams.com and leave one like Dead Center did. Or if you'd rather email us the old-fashioned way, talk to thecore@gmail.com or even core at show at core.show. core@show.core. Shit!
Shit.show.
I'm just going to change the address. I'm just going to change it.
No, it's gonna make it worse. It's gonna make it worse. That's gonna
so
only help
dumb.
you.
McDonald's to something else.
Show@core.show. Man, even when I'm focused on it, I can't do it. It's so dumb.
You put it that way.
It's my
because
own
it was
fault.
supposed to be easy to remember.
I know.
Core@core.show. It's not hard.
Nope.
Nope.
You just got it wrong.
Show@core.show. Both got it wrong.
Show@core.show. Yeah, okay.
Nope.
No?
Wait, what'd you
Do it
say?
again, do
Hold
it
on.
again.
Do it again.
Show@core.show.
Yeah, you got
Oh
it.
yeah, that's right. You got it.
Got it.
You never know, though, the way this goes. But anyway, if you want to... 10hams.com. That's the best thing to use, honestly. I would use that if I were
But it's
you.
10 spelled out TEN.
We own both. We have both. They both forward. So 10. Yeah.
I'm going to clarify that every time, too.
Two different fans bought it. So just in case somebody says it wrong or somebody heard it wrong and says, oh, I think it's a 10, they'll get it. So,
Okay.
it's pretty great.
Imagine me sitting here criticizing the name of things like Jeff. I'm criticizing Jeff Kaplan's, not criticizing, but bringing it up, and I'm critiquing Samson as the name of a video game. Meanwhile, our show's called Core, which is the least searchable name in the galaxy, like for other things, and. Well, look at the situation with our email.
Yeah, look what we've done to ourselves. It's all self-inflicted.
You're a committed fan if you've gone through the extra steps of deciphering the correct place to leave your feedback.
They're easier. It's an easier puzzle than you trying to hit that eyeball thing up in the sky in Crimson Desert. I can tell you that. By the way, is there a desert? Is there a red desert in this game?
There is.
Okay. All right. Was there a black one in Black Desert?
There's one in Black Desert. It's huge. It's the whole thing. But kind of the joke with it is that you call a game desert and you expect the game's going to be Mad Max, but it's just like this giant landmass in a corner of an already even more gianter landmass.
Yeah. More gianter.
So why call it that? I think they just, because it's cool. I think that might just be the reason, too.
I think so, too. I've yet to see a desert is all the reason I'm asking, but I'm only 3 hours in, so
you got to play you don't get the desert till 100 hours in.
I have to get out of the 50-hour tutorial before I can see it. Anyway, hey, do you guys want to support our show? You sure can. A couple easy ways. You have a choice, actually. Patreon or Substack. If you want Patreon, go to patreon.com/core show.
I got an alert from the chat room.
What?
Interrupting you.
Oh, you're interrupting our freaking supporter thing. This better be good.
Sorry.
What is it?
Mashup Guild.
Oh, shit. We do have a
They're
mashup.
pinging you. It's not me. I'm just the messenger.
You're totally right. We have a mashup. Hold on. We're not going anywhere yet.
Yeah.
How?
Boy, it sure would suck if you're the person who tries to put timestamps on this episode.
I know. That would be the worst. That would be the worst. Can you imagine having to be that guy? I don't know how he does it.
Imagine if you committed to that bit. Boy.
Yeah.
And it's really important. We got a great batch of new supporters today, too. So I know Scott. Yeah,
we'll get back to it. Don't worry. They'll get their day. But for now, you got to hear this. It's called Scissors. I think it was me that... Pretty sure it was me that brought it up because of that stupid me learning what scissoring meant, but I'm not sure until we hit play.
Greetings, adventurer. If it's mashups you seek, the Mashup Guild you shall find at patreon.com/mashupguild.
This is how I know Scott hasn't watched a lot of porn in his life. You know what I mean?
That's true. I didn't know what... Okay, I'll just say it. I learned Monday what scissoring is. I'd never heard of it in my life.
You learned it on Monday?
Yeah. I didn't know this meant something to take two peace signs and do this with them. I didn't know that was a thing. And you know what? You're right to do it.
No, you are right. Honestly, this is
the royal we deserve it. Not
listen,
I don't individually.
But also, don't do that.
What does this mean? Does that mean a thing? What?
Don't do it. Just don't do it.
What does it mean?
No, just don't do it. Stop doing it.
Does it really mean something?
Dad, it's not good.
What is it?
Don't do that.
I'm holding up the peace sign.
No one tell him.
Hand, peace sign, peace
my
sign.
gosh.
And then I'm just that.
Jamming them together.
What's wrong with that?
There's no way you don't know what scissoring is.
I really don't know. I really didn't know. I'd never heard of that. I didn't know that was a thing people did. And it's fine. Do it. Go for it. It sounds fine. You know what I learned about? I'll say the
What did
word,
you
even
learn
though I'm
about?
embarrassed to say this to my own freaking kid.
Okay.
Talia taught me what docking is. Do you know what that is?
I'm aware.
I'd never heard of that.
I'm vaguely aware.
And that horrified me. So, Claire, there's your example of
that I didn't know. Why would I know?
Have you ever been like, lesbians are a thing? What do they do?
I figured it's
Have you ever just
all
been like, I wonder what they do.
It's all just like
what do they do in the bedroom?
I figured that was all fingers and the tongue units. I didn't know. Don't say docking is great, Claire.
Oh my gosh, everyone relax.
2 peace signs together.
Yeah.
That's what I search for?
Oh my gosh.
Is that like offensive in some countries?
It's not offensive.
I'm in Italy going, hey!
Stop doing it.
What?
It just means something.
I don't know what it is.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, it's NSFW.
Well, it says scissors.
Yes.
That's what that's called? Scissors?
Kind of.
Do a couple lesbian ladies get together and go, hey, after dinner, how about some scissors?
It's called scissoring.
No one ever believes anyone when they say they don't look at porn, but I don't look at porn.
I kind of believe in your case. I know you long enough, and just based on our interactions and things you don't know, that there's no way you've watched porn.
Lesbians touching vag to vag, I believe. See RedTube. I don't know what RedTube is. Is that like Pornhub type thing?
I don't know.
Is that what this is?
Yeah,
this?
yeah.
Oh! Shit.
That's why I told you to stop doing it.
I didn't know. I didn't know what it was.
Just when you go to Compton, Scott, keep your hands in your pockets. Do not, please. I love you. Don't want you to die.
I just don't seek this stuff out.
You don't look for it. You just get provided information occasionally.
Claire says, dude, you talk about penises all the time. I know what a vagina is. That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about this business, the scissors business. I never heard of that. Let's say you go to your pornhub.com/BeauSchwartz69. That's where you go. And you look it up and you go, hey, there's 2 ladies doing this leg thing. How do I find out what that's called? How do you even know?
What do lesbians do? Yeah. What do gay dudes do? What does reaching around really mean? Is he actually reaching around? Oh my God.
I knew what that meant. I've had 2 cups, 1 girl describe, or the other way, 1 cup, 2 girls, whatever it is. 2 girls, 1 cup.
Yeah.
I've had that described to me.
2 girls, 1 cup.
Yeah, that's been described to me. I have zero desire to see it, and I never will unless someone tricks me into it.
You're not missing much.
Holds me down.
It's just gross.
I can't do it.
You're not missing much.
All right, well, there you got it. You got the origin story. Finally, the core listeners wonder no more.
Today, one is just how funny it is that you kept referring to it as peace signs.
I kept doing this.
Yours, but just the idea that it's, do they put
just peace signs hanging out, man?
I'm just smashing peace signs together, man.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I just didn't know. I didn't know. How would you know? You do this. Who tells you? No one. Your daughter does.
You down to smash some peace signs?
And I'm also dismayed to learn I got brought up in the conversation with your daughter as having a RedTube page or something.
I can't tell where the conversations are so interweaved. I don't know which one happened there.
I'm pretty sure we didn't talk about me having our own site. That felt new to me. And I felt like, oh, great. You used me as an example. That was the first. You were like, who of the people I know, who's the first name I'm going to reach for that probably has their own Pornhub channel?
I don't know.
And it was me.
I don't think I did that with her. I think it was here, though, because I was trying to say, how do you
didn't talk about me? I would have remembered that.
You would have remembered that?
I don't know. You say that, but it caught me off guard, and I think it was in our conversation, Scott accidentally calling it 2 cups, 1 girl.
Yeah.
That might have been ours.
Funniest slips that I've heard in a long time.
Jamie could tell us. So, here he says it right here. Oh, that was a core discussion. Okay, so it was here. Yeah, I wouldn't bring you up in vain. I would never do that to you.
I thought, okay, this is the way it was edited then. I kind of made that. I was like, I was horrified. I'm like, please, when you're having the birds and the bees talk with your family members,
don't bring Beau into it.
I don't want to be part of those conversations.
What's hilarious is the birds and the bees conversation with your children is usually the other direction.
You were just talking about
this was
birds.
her telling me.
Birds and the birds.
Yeah, the birds and the birds I was getting from my daughter, and that's not a place I want that. I don't want that for my kid, even though she's older now.
She did provide a review of your conversation, which was the worst conversation she's ever had with you. Which I just...
we did it on the air, if you can believe
probably
it.
Out of embarrassment more than it, not because the actual...
Oh, no, it's...
conversation was actually bad.
Trust me, they don't prepare you for they never prepare you for the kids you helped raise when they're adults, and then you have a conversation like this happens. They don't prepare you for that. It's not. It's a weird thing to feel like, oh my gosh,
we're talking about. You might have been more prepared if you'd spend a little more time on RedTube.
Yeah, there you go. Is that so? I still don't actually know about the RedTube thing. Is that fake? Did they make that up?
I think it's a site.
I thought YouTube Red was a thing they used to do, and they don't do it anymore.
Pornhub isn't the only website that does what Pornhub does, right?
Well, no, I assume
there's Xhamster, there's RedTube.
Beau's giving us all his bookmarks.
I just remember Xhamster because why is a porn site called Hamster? It's really funny. Like I really.
Oh, don't tell me there's something about that. I don't want to know what they do with hamsters.
I don't know. I think it's just a regular porn site with like Pornhub, but
okay.
Like it's just called Hamster for that reason. The way internet things are named to make you go.
Oh. They're playing so RedTube's.
I mean, I don't know. I didn't interview the CEO of Xhamster. I don't know why it's called that, but
when YouTube had YouTube Red, it's now YouTube Premium. But when they had YouTube Red, is that why they changed it?
I think RedTube has been around longer than YouTube Red. I think,
and I wonder if YouTube was like, we don't want to be associated with that. We screwed up.
There was one called YouPorn for a while too. I think. People, I think they just like Pornhub. Like I think they all just made their names as close as possible to safe for work services.
Well, famously, you can't even get Pornhub in Utah because there's a state law that.
Yeah, you got to give your ID to look at
so you can't even get it here because they just basically say there's like a video of the CEO going, "Hi."
No way around that.
Yeah, it was in the news here for a long time.
It isn't the internet with infinite sites, but hey.
Yeah. It is what it is. Well, now back to these wonderful supporters that I left in the dust earlier. I'm going to mention them again. So check this out. Patreon.com/Core Show. You can go there, get lots of benefits, or you can go to core.show and get lots of benefits. Many of them cross over. Decide which is best for you. Just go to the website and find out for yourself. And be like Oakleaf88, Tiffany R., Justin Soremeyer, Sam Nash, Gulme Demers.
Wait.
I think there's some people that are going to be very sad about how their name was pronounced.
That's a French? I believe it's a French name. It's
Guillaume. Okay, like Guillaume, like Robert Guillaume, kind of like that.
Also, I think it's Justin Sommermeyer.
Oh, what did I say? Solmeyer. Sorry, yeah. Sommermeyer is correct. Sam Nash. I knew that one. Nash is easy because Nash.
You're on it.
I was on that one like hot dirt. Jack Rogers, Charlie Varney, Doug Wild, Complified, and finally James Brown, the famous.
Did you say Reese Alexander?
I thought I did. I think that's Rise Alexander, isn't it? Is it Reese?
I'm pretty sure.
Well, who's Rise Davies? That actor goes by Rise and it's spelled like that.
Oh, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right.
Maybe.
But there's also Reese Davies. Or is it Rise Davies?
I think it's one of those names. I think it's one of those names where you ask how it's said. You
got to ask the guy.
Well, like isn't there like a Taliesin and a Taliesin? Like, isn't it both?
Yeah, Taliesin and Taliesin.
Like it's Taliesin and Evitel. For the WoW creator.
It's something like that.
But it's spelt the exact same way, but like the pronunciation may vary.
Yeah, and your experience with me pronouncing it will definitely vary. But anyway, all those people, including the famous R&B singer James Brown, are supporting us now. So thanks for that.
James Brown.
No commercials, pre-show content every week, host special episodes on the monthly, and other cool stuff, articles, all kinds of fun things. Go check it out today, frogpants.com/core for all the details.
We just had an awesome host special.
We did. It was
just to toot my own horn.
It was very good. Very good. Video
You've
host
got
special.
Like 6 hours of content.
Yeah. You got an hour for free. Then you got the other 5 hours for not free. And the not frees go to both the subs. So all you guys are just, you're in it to win it. All right. And then a reminder, Monday, and that'll be public for everybody. Sorry, Tuesday, John and I, 1 p.m. Mountain Time, will start our stream where I am an idiot and a baby playing Resident Evil 9. Probably on easy because I can't play those games when they're hard. I can't do it. They're already hard enough. I can't do it. So whatever easy means, we're doing that. I did that
We should start. There's a middle. You should start on the middle.
Don't we always have this conversation?
Play the game as it's intended to be played.
I'll let you get by without having to use ink ribbons. There's a version with ink ribbons and there's a version without ink ribbons.
Yeah, we're not doing ink ribbons. F that.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And if it lets me change midway, that's even better because we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, you can change. If you end up not liking it, you can bump it.
It's not that it's too hard for me. It's that when I'm terrified, any kind of difficulty added on is...
Yeah, you can get rid of the terror quicker.
Yes, thank you.
producer John has said no. It's not a good idea.
Yeah, producer John over there thinks that. Yeah, whatever.
Let's start right in the middle, and we'll see.
All right, we'll see where it goes. But in the meantime, we have one last deal we got to take care of, and that is to let everybody know what games we played today, and we're going to let a Dear Martha home from the war do that very thing. So, John, here you go.
My dearest Martha, shame on you. They barely talked about any video games this episode. So the idea that you can't remember which games we talked about, it leaves me appalled. But as I am a dutiful husband, I shall repeat the 5 things they talked about that you couldn't remember. Crimson Desert, Dragon Quest Builders 2, The World of Warcraft, Slay the Spire 2, and Diablo 4.
Wow. That's really all we played. Weird.
It was a week.
It was a weird week. No doubt about it. But here we are. We do it anyway. We make it happen. We live the life. That's going to do it for us. Thank you all for listening, for watching, for being here. We do it every Thursday, 1 p.m. Mountain Time. You can come watch us live. All the links are on the website. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for listening. The Frog Pants Network lives at frogpants.com.
All we need to do is wait.
Oh, Goldman.